left town, and I said it was 12 p.m. So that's all that knew her.
Well, we just lost our guest, not because he had to go to the sink, but because he's now kicked out of this house. So, I mean, of the, there's some paper towels right there.
What happened?
Hey, welcome to the Nooner Podcast on the Smodco Internet Radio Network. I'm Oz. My name is Marty. I'm here with Steve. I don't have time to even wait for you to introduce yourself, which you won't. And I'm here with Cassandra. Hi, Cassandra.
Hi there. Am I on?
You are on.
God damn it, I can't hear myself ever.
My ears are blocked, so I can't really hear.
All right, great. This is good. We had a sound check for a reason, okay? I don't know why you didn't bring this up in the sound check.
When's the sound check?
You were sitting right there.
Oh, okay.
An hour before.
You're not coming out.
Hold on.
Oh, you weren't sitting there.
Syphilis.
Yeah. Oh,
syphilis.
Jesus Christ.
The check. Have you ever been in a band?
HIV positive. HIV positive.
Ooh. Have you ever been in a band?
It's called
No, I've never been in a band.
Okay, so when you go to like a club or
Sound check.
sound check, they like ask you to talk into the mic for like an hour. They're like, and it's the most ridiculous thing ever. You just go syphilis, sibilant, syphilis, check is, and then you're like, I run out of things to say.
Oh.
It's like this podcast.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on then.
Doesn't feel like you've ever run out of anything
We've
to
also
say.
have a guest here, Peter WG. Peter, what? Oh,
Hi,
no.
everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
Yay, he's
Why are you all
got
freaking out,
An
dude?
exploding bottle of
Fine.
beer.
Everything's okay. Everybody's okay.
Yeah, nothing is fucked. Nothing is fucked.
Everything's fine.
Hey, Peter. Welcome from Connecticut. Glad to see you. He flew all the way out here for these 2 hours, and he already fucked it up.
I already fucking ruined it for everybody's listening enjoyment.
Are you still doing your plant-based diet?
I am. We just went to a plant-based German restaurant right around the corner
Oh,
from me.
you
Wow.
went to Hinterhof.
Yes.
Oh, how did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it very much.
Yes?
I had some vegan bratwurst
Uh-huh.
and some mashed potatoes and some sauerkraut and
Oh, Chris Miller is here. Oh. That's C.L. Miller?
Yeah. I was,
All right.
I was a little wondering. I was like, well, you know, Peter brought somebody this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, welcome.
Hi, Marty. Good to be back.
Great to have you.
Yay.
I think you were supposed to be on the last time I was here.
I think that's true because I don't think I've ever met you in person.
Oh.
I realized that right when you walked in the door. So hi, my name is
Congratulations,
Cassandra.
Cassandra. Chris, Cassandra.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. What brings you guys to town? Why are you even here? Not for this.
I'm here for work. Nothing
Uh-huh.
exciting.
Nothing exciting? Not
Training new hires.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you like
This
training?
is how you lift an amp. Doink.
There you go. That's all it is.
From the knees, people, from the
Do
knees.
you want to lead our class? I mean, you
yeah.
seem to know.
I have the charisma to be a good teacher.
And
so
is Steve correct in that sound checks take 2 hours?
Forever.
At least.
And then like the drummer, just hit that floor tom 4,000 or 5,000 times.
Yeah.
You figure that like they would come up with a faster way to do it.
No, at literally all day at festivals, that's all it is. It's just an endless sound check. They're like, okay, we've done No Doubt sound check. Now let's do the next bands. And it's just like, and it's just that for hours while you're trying to do other things.
My office session has expired. Can you guys wait? I got to.
every fucking
It's got to
week.
update.
Well, yeah. It's just
What the
a
fuck
quick
is that
update.
sound?
It's just an alert.
Alert
Windows
to
alert.
what?
My session has expired. Please sign in again.
What session are you
I
in?
don't know. It just says session.
He's got a constant Word document going with this novel he's been writing.
Oh, boy.
And he really needs to update Word.
And Chris, what are you doing here in town?
I am on vacation, essentially.
Oh,
Cool.
that's great. And so you're working up in the ranks. You have a job, right?
Yeah, I work at a pharmacy, which right now is the funnest place on earth.
I'm sure. I'm
Oh,
sure you guys.
God.
I'm sure selling very well. Well, speaking of which, let's just get right into the coronavirus. Have they trained you about like how to deal with coronavirus stuff?
No.
Do you not drink?
Occasionally.
Did you want one?
Yeah, you can play.
Okay.
That's
Sorry,
yours.
we're getting into
Yeah.
behind the music.
Can I see the bottle? It's very
This is
soury.
the Funk Juggler, which is a very
Peter
pompous,
WG, just
monkish
even that
drink.
out. Even that out. If he's not going to, yeah.
I just had a beer at the German restaurant.
I
so
know,
I'm
I'm
all right
just-
having.
all right.
Peter's drunk.
I'm
Yeah.
already wasted.
Peter is so
Clearly
wasted.
by spilling beer all over your
I know.
lovely home.
But so, what sort of training do they give you then?
Sanitize your hands and pray to God.
Yeah. All right. So right now,
Thoughts and prayers.
as of a couple hours ago, 9 Americans have died from the coronavirus.
9?
9
Dead?
9 dead.
I thought only 11 had it in general.
Well, two two of them are still alive.
Holy guacamole!
No, you know what?
We're
It's
praying
like-
for Phyllis and Bob.
Yeah.
But that
Wasn't it?
Well,
it was
I mean, Phyllis, yes. Bob's kind of a
Bob,
dick.
not so much.
Yeah.
9 people got it because they traveled to China, and then the other 2 are married to the 9 that like.
No, I mean,
sister wives.
there,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
there were a bunch of
The
people.
guy from Sister Wives traveled to China, and then he came back and he infected all 3 of his wives and the entire crew.
There are a bunch of
on the
people who
show.
got it at at an old folks home in Washington, and you know, it just
That's
But
a
don't 9
great
people
excuse
die
to
there
not
a
have
d-
to
a day
visit
anyway?
grandma anymore.
I know. So the good thing about the coronavirus is that in terms of lethality, it's like much less lethal than SARS or MERS.
Do you want to change the name of our metal band to Lethality, by the way?
I think it's already taken.
hell yeah.
Shit.
No, legacy of lethality.
Oh,
You gotta have, like,
yeah,
an
yeah,
alliteration.
That's fucking sick.
LOL.
Yeah.
You know,
Legolas.
Yeah.
I like that better than what it's called
Yeah,
now.
like COC, you know, corrosion. of
I know
conformity.
COC.
Yeah.
The drummer died.
Oh,
I know.
They're
Of
all, like-
Corona?
No, they were really old.
Corrosion of conformity.
Oh, R.I.P.
Corona
like a-
of conformity. Coronavirus of conformity. Have you ever seen them?
No, I can't say I have.
Oh.
How's No
They're
Doubt
great.
backstage? Are they nice?
Oh my god! You know it's funny. The whole band is there except for Gwen.
So
Wait, who sings?
Who sings?
She just shows up right at
Oh,
showtime
right, yeah.
and is
She-
gone.
She doesn't do a sound check. She doesn't listen to that drummer go.
No, nope.
It's just like, you know, I'm just a girl, and just gone.
What was that sound?
I'm just a girl in the world.
your space work.
Those are her pitter patters, but his space work was
Yeah,
a
helicopter.
downhill.
Yeah, she skis in.
Yeah.
No, that's a lawnmower.
That sounded like a machine gun.
That's more lawnmower.
I think I was closer.
Okay.
I'm still off.
You guys need to work on your Foley.
So they think that the death rate might be, it was high at first, but I think that's because they weren't reporting the full number of people who are actually sick in China. But outside of China, it's around 0.7%, which is higher than the flu for most years. So it's good that it's not as lethal as, say, SARS or MERS. The bad thing is that because a lot of people
Yet.
who are infected are asymptomatic or they have really mild symptoms, and like even kids like under 18, they don't have any symptoms. Like or
Fucking kids.
none of them have died from this.
Can I just interrupt real
Sure,
quick?
sure.
There might be a slight silver lining to this whole thing.
Okay, go on.
And it's that I got a headline from a friend today, and I haven't read the article, so it's clearly well substantiated.
Yeah, well,
But
TLDR.
student quarantined days after classmates shook Mike Pence's hand. Reports say.
Oh, well, that's actually terrifying.
That is a little terrifying.
Yeah.
It's not really a silver lining ultimately.
No,
but,
no. I mean,
Do you think
yes.
Mike Pence and Trump kiss? Because then they both get
They definitely
they
have
do.
it.
Coronas.
But basically, because these kids and young people don't have a lot of symptoms, and children are disgusting creatures who have no sense of hygiene.
Ucky.
Like, yeah, they're ucky. There are people traipsing around infecting people, and you know we have a gig economy where people are working multiple jobs. They don't get paid for sick leave, so they have to go to their jobs. So then it's going to get a bunch of old people sick, and the old people are really susceptible, and they're going to die. And that's really terrible. Things are going to get worse before they get better. That said, for all you young, healthy people, travel prices are going down.
Yeah.
Take a cruise.
Exactly.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
I was just at the airport.
Get a discount. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was too.
At LAX.
LAX, San Francisco airport was empty. It was crazy.
LAX was not.
Oh.
It was still busier than a mother, but there was a
Yeah.
lot of people with masks on, and I
Yeah.
avoided them.
Yeah. Masks are only mild. Well, there's some question if they're helpful at all. But
You're not
if you're
supposed to wear one unless
You're
you
sick.
have it.
Infected.
Yeah,
Symptoms,
unless
yeah.
you're already sick.
you know,
so.
catching, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, like, so everybody says, okay, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't lick public transportation.
Don't lick.
Don't lick it.
Yeah.
What?
Who says that?
They do. They
Who's
say.
fucking licking it?
CDC.
I know, right?
Wait, it really
Yet
says
people-
that?
No, nobody says don't lick public
Then why
transportation.
the fuck aren't you talking right?
Because
what
it's
did you
funny.
mean? What did you mean?
Just be careful. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
The touch your face thing is hard.
I know.
Like I've tried. Like
If you had this fucking face, you touched it
Because
the other day.
I love to scratch my eyeballs.
I love to pick boogers. I like,
And, like,
so,
rub them
I'm
in
just,
my mucous membranes
Yeah, I gotta
and-
like use my furry upper arm. It's weird.
My
Yeah.
eyelashes are essentially just mink fur, It's very soft.
But basically, what this means is every time you've gotten sick, it's because somebody else hasn't washed their hands. They've like touched their private bits, and then they've touched you. And like, why?
That's
is
why
it,
we all did elbows when we walked in.
Yeah. Why is it just now that we're just doing elbows? Why are we still shaking hands? Like, it's so crazy.
For what it's worth, I always do elbows when I'm feeling a little under the weather.
Okay.
I feel like a touch
But you
under
don't
the
know
weather
what
right
other
now.
people are feeling, and they're like, "I'm fine, good." And as soon as you shake their hands, they're just like, you know.
They turn into werewolves.
They turn into werewolves. That is correct. Lycanthropy travels through mucus.
How do they come in? Like Gwen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, most importantly, don't hug your parents or grandparents ever.
Never leave the house,
Thank
says
God.
Marty.
Never leave the house.
You know what? Maybe this will keep all these olds home for
Olds.
voting.
Hey, old, stay home.
Hey, old asses, stay home.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a
I want
second.
to talk about voting now.
No, we have to get to the Dow Jones because 3,800 points got knocked
Who?
off the high of whatever 29,500, which means that my stocks are really suffering.
Are yours?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I don't
It's
have
okay.
stocks to suffer really.
Do you
You
have
don't?
stocks?
No.
I have a little bit in my company, but my boss was inconsolable the other day because his dropped like about as much. He
Yeah,
has it all in our company, and he couldn't shut up for 2 hours.
It
Uh-oh.
basically dropped 8%.
Because of Corona?
Well, there's some question as to why. Like, I think Trump is trying to blame the hype around coronavirus. And to be fair, the stock market is. I don't know anything about economics. I'll defer to you.
Don't look at me.
But
You went to Yale. Did they teach you everything?
No.
Oh.
The stock
Micro,
market
macro.
is heavily emotion based. You know, like the fact that like people bought WeWork. You know, or like there's just
WeWork is dope.
right, and yet it's not a valuable stock, and that's the thing. Like people got caught up in the hype, and they didn't actually look at the numbers. You know. But I just want my cell phone and earbuds, so just make it better, you know.
What?
World, you know, like because they're basically like all the technology companies are taking a hit because of the supply chains.
The
from
supply
China,
chains from China. Yeah. Everything's made in China.
Yeah, they're
when they all
talking
get
about-
sick, it fucks everything up.
They're talking about quarantining, like items from China, so that it stays long enough so that any bacteria on your iPhone will die. You know, which is
That's why the stock market crashed.
I know.
Maybe
we're
they should
freaked
just
out.
hire American workers.
But there are also some
Or Canadian.
other reasons, like
Oh, yeah, that's probably better.
It's
Probably
overvalued
nicer.
in general, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't you just throw it in like one of those like bed bug heater things, and that just takes care of it?
Okay,
No.
bed bug heater stock. Buy now.
I read it online when I was on the LAX flyaway bus and I was forced to sit next to another person. I was like, time to learn. Apparently, the hand dryers, they don't kill corona, so you have to wash your hands and use a paper towel.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. It's you're physically
big paper towel,
rubbing.
try to-
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brawny man is like, I got to
Yeah,
capitalize.
and you know who owns Braun?
Koch brothers.
Yeah,
Those
that's
well,
right.
fuckers.
There's only one now.
Who? Did one of them
no,
die?
Yeah, one
no,
of them died.
There's,
LOL.
there's still two Koch brothers.
Oh, there's like 6 Koch brothers.
yeah, but only one is the billionaire.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like Baldwin's.
yeah. Only one is the
Yeah.
the cool one.
Wait, really? One of the Koch brothers died?
Yeah.
And I didn't hear?
No?
Was it last year? 2 years
Was
ago?
it an Entertainment Weekly?
No.
I guess not. Yeah, he died like last year. Davey.
Davey
The,
died?
the fun one.
You got to
Ugh.
update your Breitbart account. They sent the email. It was a huge thing.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That was my bad. I told them that I wasn't going to accept cookies, and then they stopped bothering me. What are we talking about?
Want a cookie?
Yeah.
It's Super Tuesday. That's what we're talking about. Go
Yay.
on. Go on. Did you vote?
Hell yeah.
Yay.
The voting machines are complicated, and I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very, very boomer proof.
High tech.
Yeah.
Like papers going.
It was like fun for me to stay a couple more minutes longer to watch all the old people around go, how do I do this? And I was just like, just enjoying that. Although it does ask a lot of questions. But I don't know if everybody's voting machines are like that. So maybe I'm...
It's, I think, around LA or California.
Yeah.
Did you vote?
I voted by mail.
Uh-huh.
So the person I voted for is no longer in the race.
Oh. Mayor Pete.
Did you...
No.
No?
I'm not fucking telling you.
I'm not
My wife
asking.
asked me to, and I'm like, I don't know.
Barnhart.
Fuck no.
Who was
A
it?
coups in the White House? Not in my lifetime, honey. No way. No.
In
no.
mine,
Maybe.
probably. Unless we die. at
I
the
just
same time
lost
of Corona.
The feed?
my
laptop.
Then my laptop just
Well, there you
died.
go.
Is the feed gone?
So this is even recording at this
I can't even tell.
right,
if
I'm
this
gonna
is-
go
Oh,
pee.
that's right. You
recording.
got the device there.
It's recording.
Great.
So we're still
So
Okay, well, I'm still gonna go pee, so don't talk about anything.
all right.
Senior
I'm-
smoke, calm down. It's gay.
Yeah. All right.
Also, just the idea that like he would like.
Tell you
Could be.
lies while he's fucking you.
Uh-huh.
I was arrested in South Africa seeing Nelson Mandela. Really? I don't know. I think
well,
I think
I'm-
I came. No, that's talcum
I
powder.
think they asked me a question at customs,
old people come like
but it's just
Talc,
It's
like dust.
so.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Joe Biden still comes normal.
Healthy low.
he takes some like
Biden.
experimental medicine to just shoot ropes.
It comes out orange,
He's married
but
to
it
a
is
doctor,
still there.
so, you know.
I wanted to come out thick. I want to shoot across
Okay,
the room.
wait. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
It's gross.
I'm gonna be gross.
I know.
I've been
It's a
spitting up
given.
phlegm for 10 days.
You have a bucket that attracted ants.
See, I can't scratch my face. I have to use my paw like I'm some monkey.
Well,
This fucking virus.
So,
I'm not
so
into it.
it was just really depressing because now
I'm sorry.
No,
it's just
Don't use this mic.
Yeah,
Dennis.
never again.
What?
Burn that.
yeah, the gray one. Okay. It's just a bunch of old white dudes, and it just is so depressing. Did you guys? So you voted by mail? No, you voted in Connecticut.
I have to wait till April.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So
All
it's
right.
not
Oh,
gonna
it's
matter
gonna
when
be
I
over by
vote.
then.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's.
Kristen,
You
you go-
guys are a part of Loser Wednesday,
Pretty much.
Connecticut, Missouri.
All the
one of
non-real
Daco-
states.
One of the Dakotas.
You don't have
Delaware.
to tell me if you voted or not. Did you? But
I did.
okay,
But
good.
did
Did the
you?
mail in too.
Oh yeah. I was flying around and I lost my ballot, so I had to do it in person. But it was just like, I mean, I aligned with Elizabeth Warren, so I voted for her. You know, like
Ditto.
yeah,
That's who I voted for too.
Yeah. And it just
Not me.
it bums me out that like she's not.
Did you vote for Marianne Williamson just as a goof?
Yeah. I mean, I wrote in Trump, and then underneath that I wrote no lesbians,
Yeah.
just to be right
I'm
wing.
still holding
And-
out for Jill Stein. I just think it's gonna happen
Yeah.
this time.
And then in parentheses,
fucking
Eric.
bitch.
Eric, one of the Trumps.
Yeah.
I saw somebody post a really aggressive meme today that said a vote for Warren. It's like two heads arguing. It was like a vote for Warren isn't a vote for Trump, and it was Bernie's head going, "Yes, it is." And then I was like uncomfortable.
Fuck you.
I was like, "Are
Like,
they going to be mad
yeah.
at me?"
No, like I don't think that Bernie is going to be great against Trump. I don't think that Biden is going to be great against Trump. And
Did you vote for fucking Yang?
I'm not telling you.
She's
Oh,
going through
there
the
we
list
got it.
now.
Okay.
I bet you did.
You know what?
Tom Steyer.
I support you.
Yeah.
But
Fucking Yang
I
Gang.
just,
Like Yang Gang, baby. You gotta get a Chinaman in there.
There
if
you go.
Wait, we don't.
Chinese man.
Yeah,
Chinese
there you
man.
go. Yeah.
You know, if this were 100 years ago, the coronavirus would be the Chinese flu.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Spanish flu?
Yeah.
But we'd have some sort of racist, like
No,
Probably Oriental
egg,
flu.
egg,
I
More
think- I was
racist.
the
thinking
egg drop
Oriental
flu,
flu.
or
Yeah.
Hot and sour flu.
Chinkfluenza.
Xiaolongbao flu.
Okay, don't say Chinese words that.
You know, I
can't
watched that
pronounce
Chinese movie you liked last night, The Farewell.
Yeah.
And my Chinese is okay.
No,
I
no,
was
no.
like the 4 words I can say. I'm like, I say that okay.
them. No. You realize that she can't speak.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the Chinese people in it.
They don't say "zha, rah, rah," when
They
they're
say
talking-
shit shit, and I'm like, that's how I say it. Okay.
Egg flu young.
Oh, there you go.
And
Got
April 28th is when you get to vote.
All right.
Does
Thank
anyone
you.
need anything else?
All right. No, we just got
What's my horoscope?
General
your
Shao's
birthday?
coffin.
But anyhow, it's very depressing. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But eventually, they're going to have probably a vaccine. You know, in a couple of
Wait,
years.
For Bernie? Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I think you like
For Bernie
yeah,
Bros?
yeah.
Yeah, he's like-
and we're fucked in the presidential thing.
They give him a
because I just
vaccine,
feel like
and he's like Alec Baldwin. He's like, that was terrible. What I was
I
going through
wanted
was 30
ranked
years.
choice voting. Like
What now?
Ranked choice voting.
Ranked choice.
Yeah.
What does
What's
that mean?
Basically, you vote for a couple different candidates. So if your person,
Oh, I do that anyway.
If your person doesn't get picked,
I used your bullet points.
doesn't make it into
Can't
that.
they all be
the-
president? This guy and her, that
I
lady.
had to scroll down like super fucking
I
far
know.
to find
'Cause
Warren. I was like,
W.
so they were in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah, so it's a
think Bernie will
bummer,
win
and
California.
I don't think that any of the candidates will beat Trump. I think we're stuck with Trump for another 4 years. So please, everybody, prove me wrong.
why
Yeah.
should they? With
Well-
that attitude.
Well, I'm going to do my best.
I mean,
to-
I share your sentiment.
Did you do your
Yeah.
best?
I did.
What was your what
How much money did you donate today?
$3,000.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Are you allowed to donate
I think
that
it's
much?
a little lower.
I think it's
Really?
800 is the most.
No, it's like they think 2,500 or 5,000, something like that. But it's a stupid system, and
Your mom's
yeah.
a stupid sister.
How'd you know? Oh my
I
god!
met her.
Can it just be over? Like, I feel like they've been running for president for 15 years.
I don't know.
It's so the last one seems like it rolled into this new. Like, is Hillary running? No, that was that was 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like that ended, and then they just immediately started running for president. We started hearing about.
Well, I mean,
Bernie.
like Trump announced his rebid before he even got elected.
Yeah, he
so-
filed the paperwork the
5
day,
hours,
the day he
basically.
was like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's so much stuff. Can't they just stop and do something?
Senor Smoke said, "You're back, Egg Flew Young, hilarious." Have I not been funny for a while?
No,
You're not funny until Senior Smoke says
Yeah,
you're
there was
funny,
this
so-
thing like a few months ago where I don't know. I think you just
When was the last fucking time I made you guys laugh?
earlier
like,
today.
Yeah, like 3 minutes ago. So
What year is it? 2020.
Chris,
2020?
has there been a run on hand sanitizer and toilet paper at your place of business?
Well, not toilet paper. Toilet paper is always going, but hand sanitizer and face masks are essentially worth their weight in gold now.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
we can't. We've literally been ordering for weeks and we can't get anything in.
Right.
To the point where literally the entire street is sold out. Not just my store; it's the entire street.
Right.
And my pharmacist kind of joked because these kids came up and they're like, "Oh, do you have masks?" And this was third week of this going on, and he goes, "No, why don't you just try Home Depot? They got paint masks." And he said it as a joke, and they came back half an hour later with a box of paint masks.
Just to show them, hey, we got it.
Well, no, they forgot the hand sanitizer, so
Oh.
they had the box with them.
I think you can get hand sanitizer at Home Depot. Yeah, you can get everything else there, basically.
But, oh no, it's bad because now Home Depot sold out, Lowe's is sold out. Like literally, I have employees that come over to my pharmacy to pick up their meds, and they're like, did you guys send them to us? Because all of a sudden I can't keep any masks on the shelf, and I'm like, no.
Are the paint masks the one that have like the two things on the side and the front?
No,
they
those-
have literally no filter paint masks. They're just like a
You just can't breathe.
piece of
Yeah.
foam.
Yeah,
But
you
they
might as well
mix-
tape a
but he-
tampon to your face.
They
Yeah.
do have those respirators that's for like organic fumes that you're
Because
not.
I saw someone in the airport like that, and he just looked like a fucking comic book villain. Because
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like also like bald and like
He
kind
may
of
have
like
been.
all wearing all black.
Coming from the shadows.
Yeah.
Did you see Bane at the airport?
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Thank God my flight took off
In
right
Hong
away.
Kong, there were some whatever triad people or whatever. They think that it was organized criminals. They were knife wielding men who took off with 1,000 Hong Kong dollars worth of toilet paper. It's hundreds of rolls, which is $130 US. And they think
really
it's
had to shit.
because
Wait, is the Hong Kong dollar that weak?
yeah, it's
I thought it was pretty strong.
Well, I mean, I don't follow it.
Oh,
at all,
no,
but it's
that's
always
right.
been
I get
more,
confused.
But
I ate dinner there once, and it was like 58,000 Hong Kong dollars, and I was like, "Is that a lot?" And it was.
and I guess that,
It was like, "Oh, that's like $800." Like, oh fuck, I don't know. I don't like. I was just in China where money is just fake, and then you're in Hong Kong and
whenever
money
you
is
travel,
actually.
it just feels fake.
Well,
yeah.
we just like you.
But anyhow,
cross
my
the-
point being,
what's your point?
Is that there's this run on toilet paper, like also at Costco, and it just like begs the question, like, did people not have toilet paper before? Like, I don't understand. Like, were they just like
Everything is toilet
just-
paper.
they're just like, you
your
know what?
hand is toilet paper.
I'm just wiping
What are
without.
they using
with-
the toilet paper for?
yeah, and it's like, well, I guess now
Mummy
that
cosplay.
if I,
Fuck
you know,
yeah.
I really.
I mean, why don't they just have a bidet like a normal human being? I mean,
Welcome to the casa,
The house of poo.
the house of sprayed off poo.
Yeah, don't you just jump in the shower and just flick it off? Like,
Just shake your ass.
Shake it
Don't
off.
touch a thing.
Or what my dog does.
Don't
Just
touch your
put your
face.
ass right on the grass and pull yourself forward.
Yeah.
But
But
there's a way.
I just
get
don't
the gas
know
mask.
why
I don't know the toilet paper.
people would be using more toilet paper now than they would before the coronavirus.
Well, I've been taking some epic dumps while it's been going on. Just nerves.
Oh, okay, that
Sure.
explains a lot.
I've been
Okay.
doubling down on Medusas.
All right.
That's all it is, really. At the end of the day, it's just people freaked out over nothing, and they're like, "Oh shit! Well, if I don't do it now, everyone else will do it," and then it's herd mentality.
All right. So what should we start to panic about? Like,
This podcast is going to end in 90 days if we don't raise $1 million.
that's boring.
Too big?
Yeah.
I mean, considering how the last funding campaign went.
All right.
Okay.
About those shirts.
Yeah. It's.
Oh, my.
This was before my time.
Yeah, I
so
know.
don't what we're talking
That's how
about, but,
long
like,
it's
that's
been.
what
I didn't know
it
Yale
sounds
offered
terrible.
procrastination as a
Look,
major.
It's really hard. I have a very hard time finishing things.
Yes.
Yeah. No. And it got me to thinking about creativity and like.
Oh God, it's a
Like-
segue.
Well, like
Good
why?
one.
What drives people? Like I was listening to like Judd Apatow on the Conan O'Brien. Listen to that before, and then come back to us in a few years.
Pause now.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
Listen to
and
the
come
whole
back.
back
I'm
catalog.
obsessed with Judd Apatow.
Okay.
Were you in a Judd Apatow movie or something?
I wish.
Oh.
No. No. I've never been in any like.
Oh, a guy I worked with who's going to come on, Hugh Fink,
Okay.
a comedian. He's going to come on. He said he was in a Judd Apatow movie when I was working with him,
Uh-huh.
and he went and shot for like 2 days. He's in that This Is 40 movie,
Yeah.
and he like plays a clerk with Megan Fox.
This
at
is
some
400 minutes.
Yeah,
Movie.
where she's like shopping or something. And
Funny.
I remember watching the movie, and he has like half a line.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck did you do for 2 days?" Like fucking they just shot and shot and shot
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shot and shot.
And
it must be fun. But then you watch yourself. You're like, he went, "You want me to wrap that up?" And I'm like, "That's all. That was it. Could have banged you out in 10 minutes."
Yeah. And I think that's because like he's this wildly insecure guy who just is always second guessing himself and always just thinking that he's going to be exposed as
A fraud.
a fraud.
He is a fraud.
Okay. Well, there it happened.
Shots fired.
It just happened.
Been
Why is he?
exposed.
Why is he a fraud?
No, I think he's got a good sense of what's funny. He just shoots too much. No, it's not shooting too much. He just doesn't know when to go. No, I don't need that.
But is he a fraud?
No, he's not a fraud. He's a funny dude.
Yeah.
He just like
I just want to make that clear to everybody that you think he's
because
funny.
every time I watch a movie with my wife, she wants to know the running time because somehow she factors in when she's going to fall asleep during the movie or so. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But we watched The Farewell, the movie we were talking about, where I speak perfect Mandarin. I realized.
Okay.
Then it was
say
a-
that what you just said in Mandarin.
Woo, xie xie,
Nope.
ni hao
Nope.
ma,
No. You don't have to say it like a
Chinese person.
No, like a Warner Brothers cartoon.
Yeah, you
character.
do.
No,
I
you
was
don't.
there, and I was like saying the words,
Nope.
and I'm like,
Nope.
"Come on, give it to me. Find
Nope.
the inner Chinaman."
I'm
And I went,
offended.
xie xie, and they went,
No.
"Okay, I got it. I got
No.
it." It's true.
No.
You're Cantonese. You don't speak the
How
Queen's
dare
English.
you?
Aren't you Cantonese?
I'm half Cantonese.
Okay. Well, you're half good then.
Which
half
side is
Jewish.
good? Yeah, right. But
I forgot what I was talking about.
But so
This has been hard to watch.
he's like
I'm hot.
wildly insecure, and that like makes him constantly second guess himself and constantly like unsure as he's writing, like if he's doing something funny. And I think that drives him to keep doing more. Do you think that's true or false?
True.
And then there are people like who are like Jim Carrey, who's just like super ambitious. Writes himself a check for $1 million, and just is like, I'm gonna take these talents that I have and just like milk it, and just chase down like and be super ambitious and not let anything get in the way of me being successful. And he becomes successful, and he's very funny. I mean, there's no question about that. So like, what motivates you as a creative person to keep creating?
The lack of creativity that I have to try and find
But see,
creativity.
that would most of the time drive other people to be like, all right, well then I'm fine, like slinging hash,
Slinging hash.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Selling weed.
Selling weed to. Yeah, it's fun when you find something like creative. So that's the chase. It's like a high,
Right.
I think.
Right. But writing's painful, right? I mean,
No, it's so fun. It's just a joy.
you're such a fucking liar.
It's fun. Yeah.
Cassandra, how about you?
I'm not good at anything else.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm
So-
only good at being
So it's just
creative and funny. So.
it's just desperate. Wait, when was last? Oh yeah, it was a few minutes ago. Yeah, you're very good at keeping us entertained. Oh my God, she just sent daggers. I mean, no, it's so really that's it. It's just like you don't know anything else.
I mean, I'd probably be pretty good at other stuff, but this is the only thing that I like to do. So,
Right.
but then like in order to be able to do it, you have to like do it. So that's pretty motivating, is that if I don't, since I chose a creative career path, I have to like be creative. Otherwise I just have to wait tables, and then I'm wasting my life A lot of my mortality forces me to be creative.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm only alive once makes me not like to waste very much time.
Right.
Oh.
What about you, Marty?
Yeah.
I'm not I'm full of insecurities, but
Really?
I don't see that.
But you hide them so well.
but not about like, I want to be the funniest person in the room. I've kind of like
that's come and gone.
yeah. Yeah.
You're a person in the room.
Like as soon as like the dog came in the room, like I was
You're
like,
the third
"Ah,
funniest
yeah,
person.
I'm
The
third
dog's pretty
funniest
fucking
person
funny.
in the
I
room."
gotta say, the dog has
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
funny
yeah,
bit
yeah.
about kibble.
Oh, I like the kibble.
That's a good joke.
So like that insecurity doesn't drive me, and then like I have an okay job, so it's not like an economic thing, but I like making things and it's fun. But it was literally like I was thinking about it. I was like, why did it take like the day before we had to turn in that script for me to do a bunch of writing?
Because you're a procrastinator.
Yeah, but why am I a procrastinator?
I am too.
You're mentally ill.
Some
Yeah.
people just
you
do
have,
it.
You have some mental illness.
Yeah, but it was like wildly productive in those 10 hours that I like just.
I
spent
did read
writing.
something yesterday that really intelligent people wait to the last minute because it fires something in your brain that makes you get it done.
Yeah, and that's what my psychiatrist said. He's like, don't stress until you do. If you know that you're going to be able to do it in that time, but that insecurity, that stress, is what makes me make it happen. And I was pretty happy with what I wrote. Yeah. All right. I'm like I cast it out there.
You're not gonna give me a bite.
I caught a boot.
You're gonna only get a boot.
Yeah. What about you guys? You guys both have your creative sides and endeavors. How do you guys stay creative? And how does your girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
All right.
Don't get into that
Oh,
conversation.
sorry.
Way to
Yeah,
make
that
it
conversation
weird.
will happen eventually. I mean, come on, we all know
Every
it.
time I bring it up, you give me a dirty look. So I'm trying to get Marty to
Because
avoid
we
it.
see each other so often, Chris,
I see it through the text.
through the text messages.
I get the vibe.
Let's see. I'm going to have to agree with Cassandra that it's a little bit of existential dread is kind of what makes me want to be creative sometimes. It's
That's
like
a better way of putting
everything's
it.
kind of just fleeting and you kind of want to hold on to something. I don't know, but I think that's the only reason why but I'm terrible. I'm like the biggest procrastinator when it comes to creative. I'm not really that.
Are you doing anything
motivated.
creative right now?
I'm on a podcast. Is that creative? Not really.
No.
So
It's
There's
very
nothing
illusory.
creative
Of
about
like,
this podcast.
well, at least they got the podcast.
it's in the arts.
Yeah.
No, I mean I write a little bit.
a funny
but
voice.
That's about it.
Yeah.
But going back to the existential dread thing, do you ever think that maybe you're looking at it glass half empty versus glass half full? Because, I mean, when people talk about existential dread and not, it doesn't matter, people think of that as a weight, but that's sort of, I always found that kind of liberating. Because it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Everything you do, it doesn't matter. You're gone in an instant in the blink of the universe. So,
Well, then why should we try out anything?
well, then let me rip off Joss Whedon. If nothing we do matters, all that matters is what we do. So, live your life knowing that there is no great
that
burden
is
to it.
that is directly in conflict with what he said.
Well, no, I mean, I'm saying to me, did you guys watch The Good Place, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Don't spoil it!
Don't spoil it. I haven't seen
I'm
this
not-
last season.
Okay.
The Good Place and Harry Potter, girl, what have you been doing?
I actually just restarted The Good Place because I'm ready to finish it.
Oh God.
Okay.
Well, I think the overarching theme there is that
Harry Potter dies in the end.
He does.
damn it.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
You'll
why do you
never
think
know.
they didn't make more movies.
You'll never know. Yeah, exactly. Daniel Radcliff was like, I want to do like 10 more, yo.
Have you seen what he's doing lately? If Harry
Oh
Potter
my
lived, he
God.
would have done more.
He's doing like,
He's doing cool stuff that you guys are trying.
all right. Go on.
I think the overarching storyline, having watched all of it, the idea is that they were trying to get us comfortable with ideas that we're never really comfortable with. I mean, pretty much society grows up on religion, which is the idea of be good, you will be rewarded with something good. And I think what was so great about the show is that it made sort of the idea of being unimportant kind of relaxing, kind of peaceful, because it's like, well, yeah, but life goes on. Life is not just you. Life is not just your idiot friends. It's just enjoy it while it's there because
Idiot friend. All right.
We're not friends. Are we?
Fair enough.
All right.
Well, I agree with you.
No,
and to
I think
quote
that-
Josh
yeah.
Sweden,
Josh Sweden.
Josh Sweden?
Josh
Really,
Sweden.
she really knows the brand
like
here.
Ja Rule,
yeah,
Josh
that's
Sweden.
Josh Whedon.
Josh Sweden says.
John Whedon says, I don't trust caribou anymore. They're out there on the tundra waiting. Something's going down. I'm right about this.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's good.
That totally
I think
so,
that fits.
So Whedon-esque.
fits what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
It's right here under Google. Josh
Josh
Who is this
Sweden.
guy?
Sweden.
Fucking beard boy quotes.
Buffy.
Buffy boy. Buffy
Yeah.
boy.
But no, that's
Joss
I like that.
Whedon.
Like you just do what you do and don't beat yourself up over it. I guess.
Oh, absolutely beat yourself. That's how you get
Yeah,
shit
but
done.
that's how
you don't
Judd
beat
Apatow
yourself.
does.
Oh, well,
He
yeah, maybe
beats
you
himself
need.
up.
Yeah, you need to beat yourself up, or beat yourself up less. But whatever the cocktail
No,
is,
in the
that
right way.
in
You
the
just
right
have
way,
to-
you are not productive.
Yeah. Do you say off or up?
Off.
Beat myself off.
Yes. Oh wait, I didn't know which. I just.
All right, sorry.
I didn't know what you were referencing.
Because I'm really good at that. I mean,
Yeah, like why
Is this
can't you get shit
on?
done? I'm fascinated
on.
by.
It's on.
oh, sorry.
Some people just do really well under stress.
I got it done.
Yeah, but it took you forever and like.
Well, no, you gave it to me like 2 days beforehand.
No, you. Fuck off.
All right, fair
I don't
enough.
want to get into the nitty gritty of your. Oh no, I didn't get an email. Like, yeah, okay, you're.
Well,
what do you
Sorry,
like?
guys. Sometimes my parents fight.
Like, what do you do on the weekend? That's what I want to know.
Well, here's what I want to start doing. I want to. Do you guys game at all? Do you game?
Yes.
Sure.
What do you game?
Fuck yeah.
What are you playing?
I am really lame. Lately, I've been playing a game from like 10 years ago because my friend let me borrow their GameCube system, despite
James
me having
Bond?
a next generation Xbox. I'm playing Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door.
Oh, and is it awesome?
It's great. It's a lot of fun. And it's kind of what I needed because it's just dumb Mario RPG kind of
Right.
playing.
That's like a vintage drink. You can just always go back to that.
I guess so.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And Chris, what about you? What do you play?
Too many things.
Like what was the last thing you played?
Call of Duty, unfortunately. Hate to be a dude bro, but yeah, I've been getting into Call of Duty more just because that's just...
COD bro?
Yeah, just because it's fun to just jump in and then shoot, as long as you mute the kids that are saying the N-word.
Are you in a clan?
No.
no.
I'm not that...
That's
Wait, is
probably why there's
Call of
so
Duty
many
has
N-words.
that iPad one now, right?
No,
Yes.
that's Fortnite, isn't it?
No, no,
Oh, no,
Call of
Duty.
Duty.
Yeah,
does?
yeah. No, it's like
yeah.
Fortnite. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
playing that a fuck
Oh.
ton. Like, it's so much fun.
I didn't know that.
It's just nice between breaks. Just go like, all right, let me shoot a guy in the head and run around after
Yeah,
that.
Vincent
I-
told
I-
you. Vincent told you to play that.
Yeah, I really love it. I'm having a great time.
I've been actually playing a game for real.
Go on.
Okay, so
Spill.
on my flight yesterday morning, the Wi-Fi was like working, but not working in the sense that I could do work. And so they have games, and so I started playing this game called 1010 Ice Cream Stealer. And I looked it up on my phone. I couldn't find it. But when I opened my laptop, when I got back home, the Southwest Airlines page was still up. So I just haven't closed it, and I can just play 1010 Ice Cream
You've
Stealer.
been playing a Southwest browser-based game.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
That's
I feel so sad now.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
You were
It's fun.
powerfully broke.
No, it's just not available to me.
This episode brought to you by Southwest Airlines.
Wow.
Where you can play games to your
I
heart's
want to pay
content.
the 99 cents on my phone, so I'm just keeping the browser
I
open.
can't. No, I was going to. I
Do you
was like,
feed
I'm
yourself
gonna
out
purchase
of a
this.
little basket filled with like little snacks?
a horse.
Pretzels.
No,
and-
little pretzels. You're like, oh, I'll have one of those. And oh, those look
Can
fun.
I have two?
Can I have two? No.
No.
What the?
What do you play
fuck
on? What platform do you play on?
I am loyal. I used to work for PlayStation. I still play on a PlayStation. So
Which one?
PlayStation 4 Pro.
Play PS4 Pro.
Yes, because I am a very loyal nerd, which is ironic because everyone else in the studio didn't give two shits about what you played.
Ah. But
Do they
I'm,
have a 5 coming?
They
Yes,
do.
and I just spoke to a certain member of the team that's working on it. She's a woman. She's in charge. She's great. And she
Thank God, because I was about to walk the fuck out.
Yeah, I was going to ask, well, what gender did they identify
Yeah.
as?
She basically she came in to get a prescription, and I noticed her employee ID badge. And I was like, oh shit, I used to work.
lady doing there? Do you clean the floors?
Are you a lunch lady? At PlayStation?
Did you find that on the ground, Miss? Okay, so what happened?
No, so I was talking to her about it. I was like, oh shit, I used to work there, and we got to talking, and I'm like, so what are you on? And she's like, oh, I'm on the next one. I've been building it. I was like, holy shit. I'm like, how does it run? She's like, amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Why did PlayStation and Xbox always do it at the same time?
Because it's just rising tide raises all boats. If you got a new thing, I got a new thing. We both sell it. They get rid of the old shit.
Yeah, but like the
It's been going on since like Nintendo and Sega. Though, like they always would one up each other and come out with a
Sega.
stupid thing. And
Sega. I used to play Sonic. Anyways, doesn't matter. This isn't about me.
I want to start playing PS4 Dreams.
That is a terrific choice.
Yeah. Have you started playing that?
I haven't had the time just because, like I said, I did kind of quick run and gun games. But a lot of my friends who are creative people who write for blogs and stuff have been. I've been seeing a lot of their stuff.
Do you want to explain what it is for listeners?
It's kind of a weird, fluid concept, but basically, Dreams is a video game wherein you get to just make anything, and not in the same way that Minecraft makes anything. Like, all right, here's these fucking blocks, go have fun. It's like literally, we're going to give you the tools that a developer would have, and you get to build whatever the fuck you want. And maybe all you want to do is build a knockoff of Mario. You can do that. Or maybe you want to produce your own music on there. You can do that. It's this open concept that's really great, and a lot of people are speculating that it's going to be around for a while, but it's going to evolve from beyond what it started as, because there are already people who are synchronizing, working together, creating companies. And I've seen, I think one guy was already getting headhunted by a studio just because.
Well, I mean, yeah. So is it Molecule?
Yeah.
Yeah, something Molecule. They hired one of the guys who was developing in because they had the early release, and they're like, hey, we like what you do, come work for us. And so yeah, it's a really cool product. Like, you can do everything from make a knockoff of every game that's out there, which they're doing. Someone's doing an Avatar: Last Airbender game, which looks pretty awesome.
Can't be any worse than the movie.
Yeah, it can't be any worse than the movie. And then
Was the movie bad? I thought it was
my
good.
god, no!
You like the movie?
no, Last Airbender. It's based on a cartoon.
I like the cartoon.
Every Avatar movie.
I thought we were
sucks.
talking about the blue people.
Yeah,
That
no, I
one
know.
sucks
I
too.
know.
That was the first Avatar.
And then there's like somebody who just like made a game of just like of his beans and toast breakfast.
This
and
weird English breakfast?
Yeah, and it looks unbelievable.
Tyson?
It's like no, it's not Tyson. It's Darren
Darren.
Husted, and it's his breakfast, and it looks unbelievable. So it makes me want to be.
That's
like,
a game? Breakfast?
well, because you can sculpt in it. Basically, that's the point.
it's like an Unreal Engine combined with like Minecraft. Like it's
Yeah,
something
like,
else,
That's
man.
great. It's like Minecraft meets Unreal Engine, basically. Yeah.
So you
or
just do anything.
Unity.
Like I had no idea what this was until like 2 days ago when I just saw someone post a video and it looked exactly like the Mario video game that came out 2 years ago. And I'm like, oh, this is. Wait, somebody made this on a PlayStation? I didn't get it either until I did more research.
Yeah, so Media Molecule, or whatever it's called, their first game was Little Big Planet for PS.
Oh, right.
3,
Which was a very in the same vein of a game where you could pretty
Yeah.
much just make anything.
Yeah.
Well,
How long does it take
Within
to
reason.
make some of this shit, though?
I mean, it's a
there's
long
teams.
time.
There's literally
Yeah.
teams, groups.
But it's like it's very community based, and so like people just help each other out, and they're hoping that creators can monetize their stuff. Like they're really open to that idea. Oh my God, Humphrey's here. I was away for 4 days, and I miss Humphrey so much. Humphrey.
It doesn't seem like Humphrey missed you.
Where the fuck were you for 4 days?
Yeah.
I went to Sea Ranch.
Is that a Hollywood thing? What is it?
No, it's just
A Scientology boat?
This is like a Scientology boat.
Oh.
It's just
How come Papa let you off for 4 days?
I snuck away, but yeah, I stuffed some straw into a sock, and that was my head, and he didn't notice a difference.
Was it for work or you just went away?
No, went away with the wife and her friends, and it's a
God,
place.
you
in
like
Sonoma.
never work. You're always traveling.
No, I've taken 4 days off
In-
in 7 months, 8 months.
Bullshit.
Actually-
I want to see a spreadsheet.
Speaking of, your place of business just canceled their event in May. in
Oh no,
Springs.
that's my old place of business. I have a regular
right.
job.
I forgot.
So yeah, so one of the things that coronavirus has caused all these.
dates we make.
How could I forget?
We have.
There's so many
Yes.
banquet halls in the area for them in which to
Oh
have an
my
event.
God. I was
There's one
like-
at the end of my street. There's
Like
one
the
down the...
Sizzler down the street closed, and I was like, "Oh, they're going to open a Mediterranean restaurant." It's never been opened. It's just a bunch of like, white and silver Mercedes out in the front, and it's like all just like it's a private party place for
Certain people.
certain
For-
people.
Yeah.
Large.
Hey, whoa, hey, what?
Weddings.
What? Weddings. No, it's like I only see like men out there, but it's weird.
Smoking.
So so Vincent says that speaking of games, the sale of Nintendo Switch has skyrocketed because people are stuck at home, both in Hong Kong and Japan. And
Amazon's probably doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Although they
There's a
canceled their event too.
Spike in Southwest Airlines in-flight games. Someone's playing it offline. Why would they do that?
That's the trick. Just have Mario.
10-10 ice cream stealer. It's like a puzzle. I don't know what to fucking tell
What the
you.
fuck does that even mean? 10-10 ice cream
I don't
stealer.
know. I don't even know how I got
I
started.
love that.
If you'd like take like little things of ice cream and you fit them into a box and you get points. It's like the shit that you give to like
Points!
hypnotize kids.
To get them to be quiet on a 1 hour and 15-minute flight.
Yeah. 10-10
That
ice cream, take
flight
that.
went by so fast.
Yeah.
I was like
And
rocking
the little
over
kid
the
next to you was like,
mountains.
"Thank God."
I had my own row.
Oh.
I had my own row. 10-10 ice cream stealer. I had drink coupons because my brother works for Southwest. It was a fucking sick flight.
That's nice.
It really, yeah.
Do you get those free flights for the rest of your life?
For as long as he works at
Nice.
Southwest.
All right, keep
Very
it up,
nice.
brother. So anyhow, that's the game I want to try to play.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
Where did that come from?
From
What?
the
Share.
inside of my phone,
Share.
the fastest way that I can access my drink coupons.
So, Steve, why do you think I go away so much?
I don't. You're always like, oh, I was just out of town. You go away every weekend. You're
Okay.
always up the coast. You're like
My wife says like we never go away.
Oh, there it is.
My God.
That's so fucking many.
I just had a
Monopoly.
little orgasm.
For the record, I went there twice specifically to get you. I
Oh,
had to ask. What,
I love you so
And I
much.
bought salad dressing today, so I got like 3.
Oh my God. So, our guest.
Wow. I'm gonna
You're
Yeah,
a part of
Chris
it.
and Peter.
Marty's the
WG.
subject of a new HBO documentary called McTenians. He's made $10 off of
Oh my
5
God.
fucking
Marty.
years of.
Yeah, and I've gotten like 50 cents off, like you know,
Smile.
And the dog.
Nabisco products, and beef jerky. So I will totally. Oh my God, I kind of want to end early.
Okay, yeah, we can wrap it
We
up.
got to go to Vaughn's.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. This is so. Yeah, it's their Monopoly, and I'm
You're
basically.
flustered.
I know. I'm missing
I
one
love
from
you.
You're more
basically
flustered
almost
when I
every
spilled
single thing.
beer all over your house.
And I've got like, all these little tokens, so I can get $5 off Fandango movie tickets. What? Why are you so jealous?
I think I would have turned off the podcast by now.
No, I want everybody to say here.
turn it off?
I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it up.
Okay.
That makes me
real,
so
real
happy.
question. It's too long, right?
no, I mean depends on who's on.
Who
When
makes
it's
it
this
long?
group, absolutely. But otherwise,
Yeah,
give me
there-
more John Sylvain.
Oh, John.
We miss John. John will be back soon. I think.
But also when is it too long?
When I'm on the East Coast and listen to the first 15 minutes before going to bed.
oh, then
It's
then
10:30
you're,
at night. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to listen to this.
then you're welcome for helping you go to sleep.
But
you go.
what's the group that's too long? Am I part of it?
No,
the
you guys are
group
right.
that went on too long no longer exists, so that's not a concern.
Ooh, shots fired. Now I want to know. Who's the group that went on for too long?
No,
this
no, you
discussion in the
shouldn't.
car.
You
Have we?
shouldn't.
Yes, last
we
time
won't.
were
We
hanging
won't.
out. Yeah,
Off mic
That's fine.
conversation.
It's fine.
but no, that's
It's just Marty.
Everybody knows.
I
yeah.
like it.
Basically, it'd be better for
Okay, so was hoping that you would talk for 30 seconds
Okay,
more
well,
while I
riff,
sorted through
peas and carrots.
peas and carrots, peas and carrots. Hey, Steve.
I got-
Aphex Twin T-shirt.
Thanks for reaching out and helping out.
What do you want?
Nothing.
You were starting to say that Google canceled one of its conferences.
Yeah.
As did Facebook.
Yeah. So
As did Amazon.
and
As
you
did
see-
So Lance
Adobe.
Mountain, she works.
She
at these
lost 2 jobs in one day. Like they just.
Is it Corona?
Yeah.
So
They're
Lance
yeah.
Mountain,
Oh,
she works
wild.
in these
Corporate events.
Corporate events. Yeah.
We're not canceling the festivals yet because people pay for those. But the corporate events, we don't have to spend as much money on our own employees, so we can cancel those a little
Sure.
bit cleaner.
Wow. So have you
Oh, my company was on 3 or 4 of those events that have been canceled so far. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Luckily, they were pretty small events for us, but it definitely doesn't bode well for a season of tours that are going on that might not happen. I mean, there's already
You
talk
think
about.
that Corona can cancel Coachella?
Oh no, Coachella will still go on, but I'm thinking more about just like the bigger tours. Like
Hey, you've
big
got all the people
stadium
locked
tours.
in, and you just spray them with the coronavirus. Just get rid of all of Silver Lake. It'd be this town would be perfect.
I think we should do that at Stagecoach.
That as well.
There you go. I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
Yeah. And maybe the RNC.
Oh, getting political.
Oh, yeah.
Same
On this
crowd?
podcast?
Well, Trump has said that his rallies are going to be safe because
Awesome.
My ass, they're
Because Mike
safe.
Pence prayed.
because Mike Pence. Oh, that's right. They had that photo of prayer today. Yeah,
Prayer?
or over the weekend. Yeah. That
What do you
was
think Donald Trump thinks about when he's pretending to pray?
Dear me.
What am I gonna get from McDonald's?
Taking a dump.
Yeah.
He's just like that.
Spot on.
That dump was so beautiful this
Do you
morning.
think they'll ever find out that I break toilets too?
even the gold ones. Oh, okay. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop.
Man.
Oh, no.
We're gonna dip into the mail sack.
Seamless.
Mail sack, mail sack. Come on.
I said
Mail yeah, that was great.
It's the top of the hour, and you're listening to the Nooner Podcast on the Smodcast Radio Network.
You've been doing this for 8 years, and you've like plateaued. Like you've not gotten worse, but you're still the shitty.
No, I have pockets of worse.
You do.
Yeah.
No, so the graph goes down, but then you come back. You have a baseline.
I've reached an asymptote.
What
Come
the
again?
fuck is
Yeah.
that?
Just
He's
like
Yale showing
maximum.
up.
Yale word.
Yeah, okay.
Asymptote.
Yeah.
That's like a nice color.
I would think at some point you would just.
My ass.
Did you see my
Accumulate
new,
this
my new sweater? It's asymptote.
Yeah.
It's like kind of ugly, but it's like kind of cool anyways.
I have Humphrey.
Oh, one for you didn't find the sound
Humphrey
It's a
effect.
nice shade of
Coupons, you're
asymptote.
So
Do
Kevin,
not read any John Sylvain emails.
I want to
please.
hear them first.
It's all John Sylvain.
Read
email.
John's email first. Please.
Oh, okay.
I miss him.
Well, he told.
I miss his laugh.
Oh, he's the best laugh.
I miss
ever.
his keys. I miss his keys. I miss
nurse.
his old man, his nurse. That's funny. All right, fuck off. Read
I
the
miss his
fucking
dad
emails.
breath coming across this table. He's got dad breath.
I miss the way he would eat snacks.
That's what I'm smelling on this microphone.
Yeah.
I miss
okay.
his giant Lincoln that he drives and parks crooked.
Does he drive a Lincoln?
Probably.
No.
Oh, I don't know actually.
I want to mention
we
something
might
because you mentioned old
did,
people.
Did
with
What?
computers.
Oscar come? Today?
As someone that works at a pharmacy, you'd
Oscar
be
might have turned
like,
it off.
you're so dead on with like computers and old people.
Oh, really? That
Like-
they don't do
I
them?
haven't used
Like
the
literally,
water.
I have to have legally. You have to sign declaring.
Apparently,
I'm
we
this
have
person.
no water in the house. Just for so you know.
I thought your sink was a little weak for comfort.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry about that.
I should have told you. Okay, he's telling me about old people and computers. I should have forgot. What?
Okay.
Like to pick up a prescription legally, you need to sign saying you are the one picking up. I say this every single time.
Okay.
They go sign where on the screen, on your screen? No, the screen in front of you with the pen. Okay. Do I use the pen or do I use my finger? Either. Okay. And then they sign somewhere completely different. It's literally a box that fucking says sign here.
Does it make you sad?
There are things working in a pharmacy that make me sad. Like I once had a customer tell me like he got all of his medications. He looked at them and looked at me and said, "I probably shouldn't be alive, right?" And I was,
Ah!
yeah, and I looked at him and I was like,
It's your opinion, sir.
I didn't know what.
It's my new favorite question to ask a random stranger.
We're just happy to have you here, spending your money at our establishment.
He's such a nice person too. Is the sad part. It was like we have such a nice conversation, and he ends it with like, "I should be dead, right?" And I'm like,
Just say, imagine if this was the year you were born.
Kevin Pratt writes in, says, Marty, thank you for taking the time to read my email. It's greatly appreciated. You asked where in Connecticut I live. That is a town, a state in New England.
There's another listener in Connecticut?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, I live in a small town called
White
Willimantic.
people listen to
I know where that is.
I've been to Willimantic, I believe.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Is it
Yes.
closer to New York or Rhode Island?
I think Rhode
Island.
Yeah.
So it's not the good
Yeah.
the good one.
Well, I mean,
It's not the good Connecticut.
It's not. It's no Mystic, which is close.
It's
to,
on the shore.
like-
Yeah,
ish
it's
area.
it's Mystic-ish, right?
Long Island Sound. It's
Yeah.
all just the same.
No, there's Bridgeport. I mean, it's no Bridgeport.
Well, sure, where all the industrial runoff is.
yeah, exactly.
Welcome to
The
Connecticut
Long
Talk
Beach.
with Marty and Peter.
Well, so I was going down the 95.
The Nutmeg, Doug.
You might remember this town, Willimantic, because Dan Rather reported on my small town when it was called the heroin capital, which took a long time for us to recover from.
Bragging rights.
I know. Boy, you
Pretty
should have
tight.
led with that. Anyway, I think all of you guys do a fantastic job every week. So please keep up the good work. And please tell Cassandra that she is fucking awesome and funny. Why did... Show her!
Oh, that's so funny because most of the emails seem to forget me. So that's nice.
No, I just edit them creatively.
Okay.
You also mentioned something about hobbies. Well, I hate to admit this, being
Thank you,
almost
Kevin.
middle-aged, or should I say I am middle-aged, I started collecting Funko Pops about
Hey.
2.5 years
no.
ago. And it's actually a rabbit hole that I wish I'd never gone down. But in all reality, it's fun to collect them because they are weird and interesting all at the same time. What are Funko Pops?
Turn away, Kevin. Turn away.
Are
Wait,
this
wait.
this big-headed like
This is
action figures?
Yes, that Chris Miller constantly texts me pictures of and goes, "Should I buy it?" And I go, "No, man. Please stop spending your money on large-headed pop culture figures." But he has a problem. But then again, this is coming from the guy with like 3,000 comic books. So I
I
really
have
should be
a
talking.
friend with a 2-bedroom apartment that he lives in by himself, and this motherfucker's got those shits
Sure.
in one of his bedrooms.
Okay, I'm nowhere near that bad. He's dramatic. But I just want to say for the listeners at home, you didn't see Peter slap his own face the minute the email said Funko Pops and stared daggers into my soul.
That's so sad.
But
It's just I get them at least once a week of like, here's Goku pop figure, but now he's got a gun.
So you don't donate to charity then?
actually, I do the Wayne Foundation on Amazon. How about you?
What's Rain?
They
The
already
Wayne Foundation.
don't they already pay for that? Oh, that's right. It's through Amazon though.
Bruce Wayne?
No, yeah, pretty much.
Named
That's the idea.
after
It's a
sex
Smodco
trafficking
charity. Yeah. Well, helping victims, adjust to society afterwards.
Sure.
So that's
It wasn't helping sex trafficking, right?
No. Well, as I've been outed so rudely, yes, I do collect Funko Pops. I don't buy one once a week. That's dramatic.
You just send pictures of ones you want to buy once a
debate
week.
it. Yeah. Well, addicts need help, but basically, they're fun little, tchotchkes. They're just little things that remind you of good moments, good shows, good shit you like.
You know why people reminisce? Because they're unhappy in the present.
You said that with such glee.
she couldn't even get it out. It was just
Because her therapist said it to her earlier tonight. She was like, "Oh, Carol is such a card."
She was Skyping in earlier.
All right,
Therapist is a man.
did I say Carol was a woman? Fucking
oh my God!
All right, I'll read the next email since Marty stepped out. It's from John Sylvain. He says, "Dear Merps, great job, Cassandra. You're doing an adequate job of being funny, and also this." May the farce be with you. John Sylvain. Oh, that was great.
That.
Thanks, John. I'll read our next
We're
email.
fine.
It's from Steve Owens. Chop, chop, kill, kill. LOL, JK, love you, Kruger. Watch you when you sleep.
Want to wear your skin.
Want to wear your skin. Your eyes are blue, and so is my
Hate for you.
genitals.
Aww.
Love you lots. Miss you every day. Steve Owens.
See you in your nightmares. Steve Owens.
It's another one from John Sylvain. He goes, "Hey, Merps, did I leave my keys there last week? Just asking for a friend, John Sylvain." No, John, we don't see your giant industrial keychain with 50 carabiners.
There's a third email from John Sylvain. It says, "Hey guys, just found out about this Nigerian prince who needs money. Gonna forward you this email. Also, apparently, if you open this forward and don't send it to 7 people, you're gonna get killed in your sleep."
Oh, look, we got a Facebook Messenger message from John as well.
Yeah.
John Sylvain writes in and said, "Hey, attention, Merps, I found the keys. They were in the trunk of my car. I was wondering why I was dragging in the back of the asphalt." Keep up the great work. Cassandra, you're adequate. John Sylvain.
I have another one from Steve Owens. It's just a picture of a dead cat. Jesus fucking Christ. This is so scary.
And he still gets better guests than this podcast.
I know.
What is up with that? That
Because
is-
he asks. He just finds famous people and he fucking asks.
Does Marty not ask?
And he's a nice dude. When he's not killing cats.
Sure.
Oh, here's an email from Dan Etheridge at
Oh.
danetheridge@gmail.com. He says, I do not exist, Cassandra. Keep up the good work.
Stop saying my name.
Stop saying my name.
I'm
You say
like
it.
Beetlejuice.
Candyman.
Everything all right, Marty?
We read all the emails.
Yeah, we're done. We emails
Yeah,
are done.
emails
Oh,
are done.
okay. All right, moving on.
Close
Okay,
that
cool.
mail sack.
No. I know. What did your Steve Owens email say?
I didn't.
A lot of terrible
There was a lot of
things.
terrible things.
Oh, he says.
Oh, God.
He says, "Hey kids, let's talk about voting. I just voted here in Texas. I would like to point out that it is kind of ridiculous that you get to pick your ballot, either Rep or Dem. I don't know what those stand for, but anyhow.
Republican or Democrat?
Oh, okay. I'll take your word for
Only
it.
someone in Texas.
Texas
would be like, I don't want to choose a party.
It's a barbecue-based
You have to shoot the ballot, right?
system.
That's how you fill it out?
Yeah.
Here's why that's ridiculous. Trump is literally telling his Republican voters to go vote for the weakest Democratic candidate.
Elizabeth Warren.
Oh.
Oh.
I think she would be she would mop him up in any debate, like more so than any of the other candidates.
Like, when does a debate matter anymore? Like, we live in a world where a guy just says crazy shit.
1960?
No, it's
Literally,
like...
the debates are basically like the Bachelor tell-alls.
1960.
Ooh.
Also, here in Texas, we have a few referendums or whatever on the ballot as well. I want to talk about the wording of these things.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
How many
this
pages
one.
is
Man, we did
Yeah.
not predict this.
No.
Do you believe
email.
every Texas deserves the right to high quality education from pre-K to 12?
No.
Yes.
Oh, wait. What was the question?
Well,
Why not?
Well, they just
Texas.
As long
They
as
can
it doesn't
barely
take away from the
fucking
defense
talk,
budget.
even when they are educated.
Yeah, like Steve, this is just like this is marketing. You know, that's what politics is basically marketing, right?
Wow, you just blew my mind, man.
From
well-
kindergarten to high school, I need you in. And I need you learning.
Yeah.
Do you know they
Yeah,
pledge
but-
allegiance
And if
to
you
the...
don't do football, you're dead to your daddy.
They do. They pledge allegiance to the United States flag and the Texas flag.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy.
Why? The Texas flag is awesome.
It is all. It's a great flag.
What's
Yeah.
the pledge?
It's like, I pledge allegiance to all the Whataburgers and all the good dicks up and down from the
I
Panhandle
pledge
down to
allegiance
Little Mexico.
To the God that told George W. Bush to run.
God bless the oil, all the dead dinosaurs, and all the barbecue. God bless America and screw.
I mean, it's like the Patriot
Forget
Act.
Austin. It's too liberal.
The Patriot Act after 9/11 was this like it stripped a lot of civil rights out of for American citizens.
What did it strip out?
But-
specifically,
The right to privacy.
when did we ever have privacy?
That's in the Bill of Rights.
The internet isn't the Patriot Act, Marty. We don't have privacy anyways. Facebook isn't the Patriot Act, Marty.
But should you vote against it, then all of a sudden you're anti-American and you're siding with the terrorists. Like that's how they do these things.
Where did you get that from? The Texas Pledge of Allegiance.
No, because he's talking about the wording of these referendums, these referenda that he's voting on.
Okay.
And so I'm just saying that like that's of course you can word anything to suit your needs. You can rephrase the question to like, oh well, if you're against high taxes, then you're against giving whatever, letting children die of starvation. But if you're for high taxes, then you're like, oh, then you're just for like gouging our freedoms, our financial freedoms. Like you can phrase these things however you want to your ends.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody?
Nope. Just let him.
Is
Let
this
him
the
wear
one?
himself
Is this the
out.
one?
Grandpa.
At what point is the little spinner on your back going to slow down?
I
and
just
stop?
had to go outside to like turn on
The insurer is wearing off.
water.
Grandpa
No,
you
the
is
insurer
getting
is
tired.
not what wears off.
Okay, what's wearing off?
No,
The
it's-
Adderall you take
the
to get through
Adderall I
the day.
take. It's getting. Is
that why you're vibrating violently
Do you
under
do
the
that with
table?
hypertension or?
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
What? No, did that not
You
make
can
sense?
say anything you want. If I like high taxes, suddenly I fuck aliens in my sleep. I don't understand. You can word them in the same way you want. I get it, Marty.
We're with you.
Okay, well,
Right on
then
your
why are you
same
looking at me
page.
like I'm
Self
some sort
checkout is very confusing at the grocery store. We get it, Grandpa.
of- Look at. You can't get liquor at the self checkout because they.
Can you fucking believe? That's
I
so
know,
annoying.
It's
No.
so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed.
Like, look at I'm an old man.
I don't want to
Yeah.
wait in line.
I fought for this country in a fictitious war.
in the 80s.
Yeah,
Being
in
a-
a fictitious
being a little
war in my mind, I
San
deserve some
Francisco
respect.
Punk. Little
That's why I wear
shitbag,
this
right,
uniform.
skateboarding around North
By
Cal.
uniform, I mean this nakedness. Where's my scope? They don't sell
What?
scope anymore.
Scope?
Yeah,
Is
Do they?
mouthwash
Right.
still a big thing?
I don't know.
For me.
All right.
For you,
You know, I had to get some Sudafed for my recent upper respiratory infection, and man, you got to like show your ID. You
Well,
got to
if you
you
wanna
got to
get
do a
the-
Scouts pledge.
if you wanna
like,
get the-
I will not make meth. I will not.
shit.
Only if you want the
assist in
good
making meth.
Sudafed. They have two
Wait.
types of Sudafed.
and isn't Imodium now is like the thing
Whoa,
you can
what?
you can like take a fuck ton of Imodium.
Well, slow down.
And then-
Everyone shut the fuck up. I
Apparently
wanna
get
never
really fucked
forget.
up, but then die from basically constipation. It is like a thing that you can get
Ooh.
fucked
What's
up on.
Imodium?
It's like a constipation. Yeah, but basically people are taking.
It's
you
for
can take
diarrhea.
enough of it to get fucked up somehow, but then people are dying of it because it's other
such a great-
things.
great high.
It's called Darwinism.
Pot
You want
is
to talk
legal.
about something that's
Come on,
painfully
guys.
poor? That's painfully poor.
Pot is legal. Just go out and whatever.
Yeah, but
Like,
it
smell
doesn't help
paint
with your
cans.
sinuses, so I had to get Sudafed. But
Yeah.
it is like intense what you have to go
yeah.
through.
Oh, but did it help?
It helped, but I had to like show an ID and talk to a pharmacist and sign something and like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this is like I go
All
to-
for a tiny little bit of meth.
yeah,
you
I
shot.
only made like a half a gram of meth. It didn't make me any fucking.
You
money.
burned, you burned down your house, but you shot up and you got that quick little high.
Well, that sous vide is just not up to the task.
no, it's not meant for that. It's not.
By the way,
built
I
for
love your
that.
trailer out front. That's
Yeah. Jonah writes in, says, "Morning, Merps."
Jonah.
It's the morning.
Sounds cute.
His name is
Hello,
Jonah.
Jonah. What?
His name is Jonah.
He lives on the
It's
second
in-
floor.
Carrying
It's-
the
Carrying the
that's
wind.
different-
Yeah.
different song.
Yeah.
No,
Different song.
It's a '90s reference. You probably don't get it. You weren't born then.
I was born in the 90s.
Hmm.
Just wasn't listening to music yet.
I'm currently listening to about 50-ish back catalog episodes I've missed. That
why?
I've missed. So I
Why?
apologize
It's too long.
if the TV recommendation
Oh
below
my God.
has already been discussed. He
By the way, do you listen to podcasts double speed?
Uh-uh.
Like that changed my life.
One and a
Like,
half. I
One and a half. Yeah, one and a
Yeah,
half. like-
double speed gets a little weird
A little weird,
sometimes.
but yeah, you can listen to this horseshit just like in half the time. Or
not when the Adderall is running through my veins.
oh Jesus!
Is it? It doesn't sound weird. Because
you
anytime
get
it
used to
accidentally gets cranked up, I'm like, I don't like it.
And I got an app that gets rid of long pauses, like when Marty leaves and we have no fucking no bits. He doesn't
We
go.
filled that entire
we did a
thing.
pretty good job. You'll listen next week, Marty. You'll be impressed.
Nope.
Nope.
Do you listen to this podcast?
Nope.
Is it because
Yes.
it's too long?
Yeah. Even at double speed, I don't have the.
I used to listen
attention
to the Bill Twatterson years because I loved riling him up. It was so much fun.
Yeah, that
You
was-
listen
got
to
so-
yourself on the bill?
No, I just wanted to listen to Bill Twatterson just go bananas
It's
on what
Tweederson,
like what.
sir.
Oh, he was so angry.
He liked my tweet today saying I was going to be on.
Jonah asks,
Lucky.
I was wondering if
Yes,
any
it
of you
doesn't
had the
know
pleasure
me.
of watching
Guy
Dark.
is a baby. Thinks
What
he's
did, what did he
badass.
say?
I was wondering if any of you have watched Dark on Netflix. It's the German, the German sort
Stranger
of-
Things.
The German Stranger Things. Yeah, my wife and I were turned on to the show. We still discuss it to this day, 2 years later. It's the type of show that keeps you up at night. It's a total mindfuck. If you haven't seen it yet, I implore you to give it a go. Just go in blind and give it at least 2 episodes. I think that'll hook you enough to watch the remaining 18 episodes in a hyper-focused binge-watch state.
Is it in German?
It's in German.
Oh, even better.
One
So
thing,
should I
though,
watch
should
that
you
for next
choose to
week?
watch it, stick with the original German audio with subtitles. The
Oh,
dub
of
is kind
course.
of rough.
No one who wants to watch a
Feels the
I
burn.
don't wanna
That's what
read
Jonah
it.
says. Nobody wants to read.
Oh, Jonah voted for
I
Bernie?
read anime.
Well, I think he might have been referring to Bern, Switzerland, where they speak German.
Is that where Josh Sweden is from?
Yeah.
Josh Whedon, director of Tiffy the Vampire Schnooker.
And the Revengers.
Robert Johnson, not the blues
Crossroads,
guitarist.
Robert Johnson.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just finished the December 18th pod, and Steve asked how we listen to the pod. I normally listen at work, going week to week, but have fallen behind. I've been a listener since this morning show days. Robert from Lakewood, California.
Lakewood.
Come on over, Robert. The
Marty-
door is wide open. Not
Did I-
that far away.
Did I ever tell you that's how I started listening to the show?
No.
Back when it was on.
With Robert Johnson?
No.
Oh, oh.
when it was
You
on
were going for the Ming people, and then you got
Yeah, like
Mario?
yeah,
No,
yeah,
like, literally-
they all sound alike to me. And
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I
you
said.
don't. You're not entertaining
I
like Bing.
ow.
Yo,
It's-
some of that
it's-
shit
it's-
about video games is
it's fair.
I gotta be honest. I met Ming. He's a lot nicer.
Then me? Oh yeah, of course. He's friendly.
Have you met him?
No,
Yeah, we ran into each other at what's Fantasticon or whatever. What's the one downtown LA? I don't know.
Kamikaze, Stan Lee's.
What?
Stan Lee's Kamikaze.
Yeah, Kamikaze. Yeah.
So how did you find us?
On accident.
Okay.
I was building a dresser, and I had the
IKEA?
Yeah, IKEA.
Alright.
It had the Ming and whoever show, and my phone was too far out of reach for me to like skip you, and then Bill started. Bill and Kruger started going back and forth, but I was like, "This is funny. He's trying to make the other guy pissed off." All right, I'll listen to this.
That's my one move.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
gotten you so far.
You being the midwife trying to calm everyone down.
Well,
Oh, he
I'm
would
trying
get
to
so he would
birth
get
the-
so mad.
Yeah.
Fuck Cleveland. I'm like,
Oh,
well,
God.
who cares?
Oh, we love Bill.
I would
But
dislike
anyhow,
him.
I just want to apologize. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, just a fingertip away is the difference between me being here and never hearing
It's
about you.
insane. That's crazy. Ash Williams writes in and says, Bruno and the dinosaur squeaky toy, they are the undiscovered stars.
I agree.
Fair enough. And then he writes in again,
Is he watching us?
and he says, I'm watching you. And he says,
watching
Peter
Mark
WG, I like how you're looking. That's what he said. No, he said,
what?
in the rewrite,
fuck is going
the
on?
hobo rabbi
Why
runs
don't
a
you
pizza
just
parlor
include
and
that?
yells out boat gas.
Wait,
And
what?
the
How far back
rewrite.
are we going today?
Well, see, like so I don't
rewrite.
know.
The
I can't get
hobo-
into the mind of somebody who's like writing something as they're listening. You know, like
this.
or to that back then.
This 50
what just-
episodes ago.
Yeah.
They're listening to that
Ash
that came
Williams
out of my
isn't
mouth.
listening before. He's listening to at least the last one.
I don't know what he's listening to. We've been off for 2 weeks, so
Oh, that's right.
I don't remember what happened 2 weeks ago.
I was made to sound like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest, Steve actually had it like a little, was actually being
Yeah.
nice for a while there. It's like, no, he's got a nice low voice. And then it very quickly became,
That might have been my fault, if I remember correctly.
It's fine. I've been told I sound like a cartoon cat anyway on the phone. So, Mickey Mouse isn't that big of a stretch.
A cartoon cat. That's
I'm
very
awesome.
specific.
It's happened.
Oh, you got something to go on? You big event there? Woohoo! Like that? Was
You
some-
barricade home.
Oh, sound check at 5:50. Woohoo! Okay.
Play that Tom again.
Now, Chris, you seem like
Syphilis.
you went.
Check is in the mail. Woo! Oh, I don't even know. Is that what Mickey Mouse sounds like? I haven't watched Mickey Mouse. And
Actually, the new one does sound like
really,
that.
the new one?
It's fucked up.
Woohoo! Oh,
The old one's dead. Like,
So,
is that Kermit?
have you been to the Star Wars thing at Disneyland?
not yet. Maybe tomorrow. But this, it depends on what our plans are ultimately. So you can-
All right.
I work tomorrow, so I think that's your plan, sir. I guess, I don't know.
I mean, I'm fascinated to go, but I also am fascinated to not wait in a line.
There
or
you
spend
go.
a lot of money.
Or spend a lot of money.
Like,
It's so
literally one
fucking
of-
So
expensive.
they
Yeah.
built more Star Wars stuff?
Oh,
And they're
yeah.
building more and more.
Go on, explain
Why
what
don't
are
they
they,
just
what are they
do a
building.
whole Star Wars park?
That's basically what they did.
Now, what are they doing to all those nice meth heads who live in Anaheim?
Well, they're the ones that are in the stormtrooper costumes now. That's
Oh.
that's why they
That way
can't
you
hit
can't
for
tell.
shit.
Okay.
But basically, what they're you already know if you listen to this podcast. They basically built Star Wars Land, the shit you wanted when you were a kid, and now they're.
How would they get that from listening to this podcast? I don't fucking
if you're,
know.
if you're listening to the show, you're probably well versed in internet stuff. You know things. I would assume.
What the fuck am I doing
You're
here?
in the know.
Yeah.
diversity hire? I'm not sure.
We did have Emily, but
Last,
Name 2 robots from Star Wars that are not R2D2 or C3PO.
Ooh.
Okay. Hold
Okay,
on.
go.
The Millennium Falcon
Nope.
well, wait a minute. Hold
and the
on.
Death Star.
The robots.
Robot.
The
Android.
was
They're
robots.
ships. They're ships.
They're ships.
Okay, are there computers on it?
Yeah, she's not wrong.
That
There
shit's
are-
a
the
fucking
terrible Solo
robot.
movie did
Stop.
make the Millennium Falcon a character. So
What was that trash compactor that they get locked in the first one? What's
The
his
trash
name?
the trash compactor.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the
I
third
think that's
robot.
R1D1
Yeah.
and C2PP.
Yes, and
Yeah.
See?
See?
I named two.
No, but didn't they isn't one of the other robots like an R1 unit?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just say random letters and numbers.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one's gonna fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but they might know,
THX.
which is why I named
AG88.
real robots.
Yeah. Evan says
Hate tweets you're gonna get.
greetings from
Talk the
Jaipur.
fuck at me. Sorry.
This is Evan. He's in Jaipur, India.
Oh God.
Hi, Evan.
He says, "Hey, Merp."
Okay, wait. But before you get into this,
It's a really short one.
I know, but this is
This
I'll
is his.
forget.
No, I'm sorry.
I know.
You have two moves. You have two moves.
One moves interrupt.
Yeah, no, one is to
Halfway there.
wind up Bill, and the other is to can I finish?
Can I finish? Okay, well, let him. All right, read his email.
No, go ahead. No,
No, it's just because I've been listening.
Can
to
I finish?
Okay. This is like a lot of stuff, and it was like Seth Meyers, and he was making fun of those two guys that were the Russian guys who were helping Giuliani out with the Ukraine.
Oh, the ones that look like
and he was
criminals.
doing like a Russian accent, like, "Oh, we get blah 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 blah," and I was like, "You can do a Russian accent, but you can't do Spanish. You can't do Chinese. Like where's the line? Like, what accents? Like, can I do an Icelandic?
Skin color has to be
Hey,
same.
hey, simmer down.
It's regional. It's regional.
Isn't it regional?
Yeah. If they are in the axis of evil, then go to town. You know. If they are, if the Russians,
But aren't the Chinese in the axis of evil?
no, they're just
They're our trading partners.
yeah. Yeah,
The petri dish of Earth?
It depends how much money we owe them. So
I
we
see.
owe the Chinese trillions. So
Because
we do not.
I don't do an impression of your. As I was watching the farewell, and I thought it was a very ceremonial, big wedding, a lot of Chinese people, and I remembered making fun of your mom and doing the voice.
You weren't making fun of my mom.
Well,
You were making fun of me.
I was making fun of you through a very lowbrow impression of your mom, which I don't do anymore because I feel bad. But I'm watching Seth Meyers.
Is it because you met her?
I didn't meet her, and I felt bad. Is her name Connie?
Yeah,
Doesn't look like a Connie.
she's a Connie.
I know, it's weird.
No, it's not.
It's just weird.
So were you offended by Seth Meyers' Russian accent?
No, it was fine. I just thought, oh, you can do Russians now, and he was doing an Italian one. It was like you can still, like
You know
as
it-
a non-Italian guy, I could just do
It's
it.
got to be like a European thing, right? Like it's just a weird, like we kind of like, oh, it's not offensive. It's a German accent, but everybody kind of, right?
But as this person is writing in from India, like what's his name from The Simpsons is not going to do a poo anymore. He's not
Hank-
Indian.
yeah, Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria. And I'm like,
That guy, the white guy who voices Cleveland on Family Guy, I'm
I
pretty
know
sure
it's
still
like
going.
Yeah, sure.
like, it's like is Mike Henry that
Yeah,
does that?
Mike
yeah.
Henry.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just weird. It's just like I don't. Where's the line? I need help.
Phil Lamar does Samurai Jack.
And he's
Oh,
not.
that's
He's a
true.
black
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
He's a
you
friend
could
of the show.
You could do a Jew, and it wouldn't bother me.
I did an Asian gangster in a video game once.
Really?
Yeah.
What did that sound like?
Because I'm
Ooh.
getting drowned in the
Wow.
toilet.
That was good.
Yeah, and like I don't know what it was called. It was one of these. Open
But like
world
I'm watching
games.
The Outsider on HBO, and Brad Mendelssohn's fucking fantastic in it. But he's Australian.
Brad.
Ben Mendelsohn. I'm sorry, my old
Ben
manager was
Mendelsohn.
named Brad Mendelsohn. Ben Mendelsohn is fantastic, but he's
Yeah, tell us about Brad Mendelsohn.
oh, he's great. He goes, no, hey Steve, it's Brad. We set the script.
Oh my God, that sounds just like him.
Yeah, he's
It's like
great.
he's Lorne Michaels.
Like,
he's like a
he
bad.
he sounds exactly like
He's
Lorne
a
Michaels.
bad like Lorne Michaels.
Hey, it's Brad. That's exactly what he sounds like. That's right, Lorne Michaels.
Evan, keep listening. We will get to that email.
No, he won't.
Who's
This is,
that?
we're stretching for time. We're
No, we have plenty to talk.
Oh yeah, we got
about.
plenty of time.
Marty's got plenty of coupon ripping up time over here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want like I miss.
Welcome to Marty's ASMR.
Yes.
Ooh.
Your cheapness is like it has like a smell. It's like it's a musk.
It's like Parasite.
The
You can't watch
Yeah.
that
Threw
off.
this at me.
Yeah.
It's just orgasmic.
Oh, 50 cents off Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh Lunch Bean.
That's all for you.
Yeah,
babe.
no, you can keep that. I
No,
don't.
no,
I don't.
it's for you.
I find coupons to be
Distasteful?
distasteful.
How dare you?
My mom was very into coupons.
I was. My mother.
Are you a
too.
middle-aged Jewish lady?
I am.
Okay.
My name is Vicky.
Oh.
Evan says, "Hey Merps, I've been traveling in India since February for a wedding. Wow, that's a long time to get to a wedding. It usually just takes me, maybe a day, Half a day?
I just went to one on Saturday, so yeah.
How long did that take you?
Saturday.
What's your problem, Evan? But he's mostly staying in Delhi. That sounds super awesome. There have been 3 cases of corona there so far. How many of those did you drink?
We'll be right back with
Do they have
Nooner right after these messages.
Should I stop licking public doorknobs?
No.
Never
Nope.
stop.
Never stop.
Never stop. Your voices have been a nice respite when I get tired of the crowds and I'm feeling homesick. Much love, Evan. Evan, please you send us photos. That sounds awesome.
Also, please frame that last sentence and send it to me.
Much love.
Voices have been nice respite.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
The
that's
first
weird.
time it's ever been said about
Yeah.
my voice.
Yeah.
Ah, well, if you sound like this.
Hi, everybody.
I was wedding. Woo! Well, I hope it's great. I hope you're having fun.
So fucking stupid.
I was at a wedding on Saturday. They let me throw the flowers. Oh.
Were you?
No.
Oh.
I was doing a fucking impression of Peter.
Oh. How was
I would
it?
imagine an Indian wedding would be fucking phenomenal.
Oh, I
Look at
bet
the
it's
elephants.
Liddy
Like
City.
just so beautiful, so colorful.
Every single one.
No, I just my Indian friend from high school had an Indian wedding.
And it was beautiful and colorful.
I couldn't go because it had work, but it looked like wow, they had a fucking elephant. All right,
Good friend, huh?
good friend.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to work.
Yeah, I know. I hear that. I don't feel that, but
No.
I hear that.
Yeah. I know you travel at the drop of a hat. You're like, no, let's just take 4 days off.
Honey, he thinks I travel all the time.
Marty
She
said
closed
before
She
anyone
doesn't
got
want to
here
talk to you, Marty.
that I
know.
travel more than anyone he knows.
You do.
He literally said that.
You travel more than anyone I know.
Yeah.
You travel a lot.
I'm
So
cultured.
That's because
Okay.
today's youth are spending more money on experience than objects.
That's
So I've read once or twice.
that's a good expenditure, I think.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I don't need a fucking house.
Yeah.
It'd be cool
So
though.
we were tasked last week
Oh,
with,
God.
or 2 weeks ago with
John
watching-
didn't send an email?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. You already heard it. It was Keys, Jay.
We had 3 of them.
That's true. I guess we did.
It was no. He actually sent in the thing about the toilet paper, and he wanted us to talk about it, and he wanted us to admit if we had ever stolen anything.
What? Where was that in that email?
No, he sent it earlier. That when I talked about the toilet paper in Hong Kong.
Got it.
No, he's like, so, and follow up question: have you guys stolen anything?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
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 All right.
A
Moving
lot
on.
of things.
Yeah, I used to
Moving
steal shit
on.
from Target
Oh, really?
all day.
Nice.
Gangster.
Yeah.
I stole a PlayStation from a Woolworths.
Holy
No.
shit.
Not a PlayStation.
Woolworths.
That takes me back.
A printing press from a Woolworths?
No.
Atari's.
earlier, a Nintendo.
There you go.
Like in the 80s.
I was gonna say Woolworths pretty much went out after like 1997.
Yeah, I was
right?
like in high
So-
school.
Do you
I walked
feel-
I walked up to the register. There was like some old lady, and there was one other old goat in the back mincing about. And I said, "Can I just look at this for a sec before I buy it? Because it was $100." It was like the old Nintendo. And I looked at her, and I looked around, and I'm like, "Fuck this bitch!" And I just took off.
Did you feel bad at all?
No, I didn't care at all. She went, "Hey!" And I just went, "Free Nintendo." Played that thing for fucking years.
Did you say yoink?
Yes.
What was the most expensive thing you stole?
I stole a meat hammer. A meat, like the hammer. The
Tenderizer.
Yeah, where you make the meat
Yeah.
thinner.
Yeah.
I stole a hammer.
You're not wrong.
And it was just because I didn't feel like
Steak
waiting in
millionaire?
line for it.
So you're just like, fuck this.
Yeah, but because I've stolen like makeup and shit
You're like,
before.
my veal
Oh,
scallopini.
we've all done that.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
My
I
veal
feel like that's like
scallopini won't flatten
everybody
itself.
Every girl
has
turns
filled
13. It's like,
is-
this lipstick
yeah.
is mine.
Yeah.
Fuck
What
you,
the
Mom.
hell was I doing when I was 26 then?
I
What was I doing last week in CVS?
I need to pound out meat medallions.
Yeah, I had to make meat thinner, and then the lines were so long. I was like, not just for this fucking thing. I'm gonna walk out, and I did,
All right.
and fucking got away with it.
You guys?
The perfect crime.
Most expensive thing?
I've only ever stolen one thing in my life because my mother made me terrified of ever doing it again.
Valor.
Wow.
Priceless.
Beauty.
It was a stick of gum. I was 4 years old, and when I showed it, I showed it to her, and I swear to God, she had like a face full of rage and dragged me back into the Kmart, and like found a security guard and was like, "Tell him he's going to jail for doing
Hell.
Yeah, no jail.
Hell. Oh, which is worse for a
Well,
4-year-old.
Well, for a 4-year-old, jail.
Jail.
All right. All right. Okay.
Everyone goes to hell.
Right. We're all going to hell. And so you learned your lesson.
Yeah, I was traumatized. I
Yeah,
never saw
that's
that.
great. That's awesome.
That is Mexican parenting in a nutshell.
Peter?
Just glances. I don't know. I think I stole something
Hearts.
at like the town fair when I was a kid, like a cool looking lighter that was butane or something like that. Because it was
Then
just,
you ran out of butane.
and then I never used it ever again.
Yeah.
and never did anything with it otherwise because I wasn't a smoker or anything interesting. So
Right.
yeah, that's probably about the most I've stolen.
All right. That's cool.
I stole a snowboard.
Wait, that's what
Big ticket items,
I said
guy.
what?
Oh no, that was the most expensive. I was just like that was.
No, I asked what was the
Oh,
most
was it?
expensive.
Oh, I stole snowboard
From a store or
from a store. Like I broke the window and pulled the snowboard up.
You broke the window?
Yeah, I was really drunk
Get the fuck out.
and like
Was this during
full.
the riots?
Yeah, I was doing the right. No, it was like like high school, and there was a snowboard shop, and there was
Looted a
snowboard.
fucking snowboard
And
store?
I went up to a friend and I
the
said,
whitest thing during the LA riot.
let's throw bro, Donovan, let's go get a snowboard. They got a Sims. It's like
There's a
$159.
chance. The one Billabong in South Central.
Take that, man. We're going over to Mammoth.
Did you feel any
Not at
regret
all.
Why,
I felt-
why?
Snowboard's
Why did you
hot, but
feel
it'll go
sad
down the ice
about it?
smooth.
Because I don't feel. I
Now,
just-
did you take bindings and the boots
Oh
with
yeah,
it too?
like a
Oh my
whole-
goodness, you really went full on
like a
out.
$500 like. But it was also the window breaking. Like I'll never forget that
That's
sound.
and you didn't get caught.
No, because we did it like at 8:00 at night with people walking. Like people were just like, "What are these two idiots doing with a giant boulder?" We're like, 1, 2, and then we just he grabbed board too. He grabbed 2, and we just took off running.
And-
They were
Well, if
just
you're gonna
With
break
the
the window,
right
you might as well
size?
get what
Yeah.
you can.
And did you go there to get fitted for boots afterwards?
Yeah,
I returned it. I went, "This doesn't work, bro. I'm a fucking goofy foot. This is regular foot. What are we doing?"
You're not a goofy footer.
No, I'm regular foot. I don't like goofy foot.
Also, that
people.
has nothing to do with the board. It's just if it was big enough.
I know you could switch the bindings. I was just going for bitches. I was just going
for the laughs.
No, we did go by later to see all the cops, and I mean I was like 15. I wasn't like this wasn't like
the kids
last
always
week.
come back to the
They
scene of the
always go to
crime.
see the crime. I'm like, look at all those fire engines.
yeah.
Full of pride.
Yeah. Want me to keep going? There's plenty more.
So much you could do before the
No.
era of phones and
Yeah, you
cameras.
can't,
Kinda-
now I'd be like, oh no,
I
no.
don't want you in my house anymore.
Really? I'm
No.
gonna steal something.
Like when I was like 7 or 8, I just learned how to ride a bicycle. I was at Woolworth, and there was a bike lamp, and then like I was holding it. It was like $7, $6, and then I realized like I lost my parents, and then I went to look for them, and then I was outside the Woolworth, and I was holding it. I looked down, and I panicked, and I just freaked out, and then I just ran in and just like threw it on the shelf, and then ran out. That's the closest I come to stealing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, in college I used to go to 7-Eleven.
Oh wait, no, I
drunk
stole
with-
stuff in college. Yeah.
Drunk with a friend.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, I think
And we'd go
I
to a
stole booze. I
7-Eleven
stole lots of
and we'd
booze
have a
in college,
contest
yeah.
to see who could steal more valuable items. And in 7-Eleven, it really gamed the system because I knew a guy that worked at this one. Extension cords, because they're like super overpriced. So they're like $30. So like 2 would go down the back of my pants, and then I just put like lighters and stuff. And we'd walk out of the store and cash out. And, I'm the winner. I stole $80 worth of shit from 7-Eleven. 2 in the morning.
I've done acts of vandalism under the influence of alcohol.
Yeah, it's mostly alcohol related.
But I was chastised earlier this evening for being on my phone on a flight.
Oh, please.
You said that really bothered you when
Yeah,
people
it
are
pisses
on
me
the,
off. They ask us to put our phones in fucking airplane mode, and there's still people who don't do it. And they sit there and they just text, and it's
Play
like,
Tintin.
Well, but wait, maybe they're just signed on to the air flight Wi-Fi
no,
on their phone.
I fucking look.
Okay.
I look.
Well, okay, why the fuck are you looking?
Yeah.
What business?
Follow the
You see
fucking
them-
rules,
You see
right?
them going over
Yeah.
airplane mode and then hovering over it and then going.
Yeah.
I see them not
Nope.
even fucking bothering
Okay,
with
you know
it.
what? If you see something, say something.
Ooh.
And also, the in-flight Wi-Fi doesn't work until you're 10,000 feet in the air. So, obviously...
You're not
I was
wrong.
in a flight leaving LAX to go to Austin, and it was for South by Southwest. And the dude next to me,
Okay, don't need to brag.
no, because it was like all Hollywood douchebags, including myself.
Are you going to South by this
No,
year?
fuck that.
Oh, it's funny because I'm in a movie
It's
in
gonna
South
get
by.
canceled anyway.
No big
But
deal.
yeah, it's gonna get
You have a
canceled.
movie?
It's already
Yeah,
getting.
Violet's going to be in South by.
It's already
Oh my
canceled.
God! Congratulations.
And the guy
Yeah.
next to me was either an agent
That's
or or
the one that she's
manager,
in?
and he was closing the deal on a
Justine
on a,
Bateman?
on a script.
Uh-huh.
Like it was like we want 500,000 against like he was talking these huge numbers, and we were taxing, and the stewardess was like, "You have to stop talking."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Absolutely." Puts the phone down. Look, we got to, and he's just doing like he was the. I was like, this guy's the best agent I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's such an animal, but at the same time, we're all gonna fucking die because he's gonna get some guys some back end on some movie. But I was like simultaneously disgusted by him, but also like
You respected it?
I like good game, bro.
Yeah.
And then I ratted him out. I went, ma'am, please talk to this guy.
Get him to stop.
Yeah. And that was Brad Mendelsohn. That became my agent.
Hey, it's
Brad. Remember that time you got me thrown off a plane? That's what Brad. Whatever. Ben Mendelsohn, but he's New Zealand, right? Ben Mendelsohn.
No, he's Australian.
He's Australian. So he's doing an American accent. So he's making fun of us. On The
No, he's,
Outsider?
making fun of you specifically.
No, but he's like,
he called his cousin
can he do that? He's not
Brad and
he's
said
not-
like, "What's
No,
a good,
fuck
what's a
off.
silly voice I
Fuck
can
off.
do?"
There are 21 minutes left in this fucking show, and we have not talked about Love is Blind.
Okay, so we were tasked with watching Love is Blind on the Netflix.
All right, so the
Tasked-
bathroom is right over there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Help yourself. It's the number
You missed
one.
out.
It's the number one show on Netflix. Okay, you're wash that hand very well.
The water's not working.
No, it's working now because
Okay.
that's why I was missing. Because. All right. Okay. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do when you're washing your hands. Full song. Look, I'm just explaining what his joke.
But, like, his joke wasn't oh, my God. Steve just broke so much stuff.
See, what you don't realize is he's a master thief.
I brought that back from Japan, you fucker.
Why was it full of rocks?
Why? Yeah. What did it?
There was nothing in it.
There was a rock in it.
Yeah.
rock
Pick up
on
the
the-
fucking rock. Jesus.
Oh, there was a rock in it.
Yeah. Okay. Love is Blind is a
Blind.
is a no, not deaf. Is
Whoa.
Love is Deaf would be a better show.
a reality show.
What do you look like?
Okay. Stop
What do you
it.
look
Stop
like?
it.
Wait, can I do deaf?
No.
I can't do anything.
I feel like Def went out before Chinese did.
Yeah. So
They can't listen.
no.
This isn't transcribed, is it?
Yeah.
Oh God. Wait till they read this.
They.
How sad.
Those
for the
people.
transcriber.
I know. So
Just one more hour.
stop it. Jesus Christ! No Armenian accents. Okay.
This transcript is too long.
Yeah. So couples they pair off based on like these interactions that they have that they don't see each other. They're
They're in the
separate
pods.
They're in pods.
And they go on dates and they talk and then they get to know each other.
It's 20 men and 20 women. I think I counted.
Okay.
But
you think you counted?
Well, because there's so many of them, and they all look exactly the fucking same, and yet none of them look the same. They have found like the ganache
good
of
way
boring.
to-
Like, did I see that guy before? I don't. They all look
Yeah,
like
you saw
fitness
him on, like,
instructors /
yeah,
fucking. I'm
Temptation
a corporate
Island.
recruiter. Like
Yeah.
they're just.
They all have like sales jobs.
Yeah,
You know.
because
Like-
they have time off to do a fucking
Cameron's a
stupid
fucking
show.
scientist.
Yeah, right.
yeah. Right.
And then
Yeah.
Mark lost his job in order to be on this show.
So
not Mark.
they live in this
The other one.
facility where the guys don't see the
For how
girls.
many days?
Oh, I only got. I
They were there
forgot.
for like 6 or 7 days.
Right.
And it's an experiment.
Yeah, but we-
And you know it's an experiment because Nick Lachey and Mrs. Nick Lachey come out, the proctors, I would say, of the experiment.
Okay.
Is that the right word?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they come out in lab coats and like,
Yeah.
this is an experiment. You're gonna
Safety glasses.
You're going to
Vanessa Lachey holds
Vanessa Lachey holds
a beaker.
Yes, she's got a Bunsen burner
Of
and she's
body-
just
bodily
heating water
fluids.
going, what am I doing? What's the line? So the men
Nick Lachey has holding
go
a
in
globe.
one side of the place and the women's go on the other, and they're paired off with these like honeycombs where they can hear the person
Yeah.
of the opposite sex, but they can't see them. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea because they can't see them and judge them, and that's where the good idea
But
is.
they all look like these. They're all like semi-hot people.
Yeah, that was the problem. Like, I wanted to see some uggos, some weirdos, some like
I was hoping for some uggos too.
Oh, regos, regos,
just
you
rego.
know.
They
Yeah,
all
most of them were like definitely like
Hot-
bordering
hard
on
sevens.
rego.
Okay, rego
they,
plus.
they were like soft sevens in there.
Fine.
And they were like, ooh, we're going to mix up. There's going to be whites and blacks.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
and
wow.
meanwhile, they're plying them with alcohol and trying to get them to propose to each
Well,
other.
every good scientist plies the.
I ply
Yeah, a
as
lot of
good
them.
as the rest of them. You
Yeah.
know.
So,
When it comes
but
to
like I was interested in the experiment of it. Like they don't see each other, and they have to get married for some fucking
Or
reason.
they have to propose.
They have to propose to someone. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Then you get to be on TV.
I forget, but pretend it's an experiment. Dr.
Cannot.
Nick Lachey and Dr. Mrs. Nick Lachey are.
Who, by the way, Nick Lachey used to be married to a woman who thought that fucking tuna was chicken. So
I still
It's
thought he was
not?
married. I still thought they were married. That's how out of it I am. So, like, okay, that is an experiment. People
Idiot.
randomly go in rooms, talk to people, and fall in love just based on who they are, not who they look like. But the experiment ends when they go back to their fucking fuck dorms and drink a bunch of beer and then talk about, like, oh, I met Carol. She's awesome. And like, oh, I like Carol too. And I'm like, oh, they're trying to make friction and drama to keep you.
that didn't
Thurman
happen with any of the
Town.
women. It only. I'm sorry. It happened with Jessica, and then it happened
Jesus
with
Christ,
Barnett.
she knows all of their fucking names.
What kind of name is
Did you-
Barnett?
Name one element on the periodical table. One.
Hydrogen.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, that's number one. There you go.
With a bullet.
I can name at least 5 more. I'm
What's pi to
sure.
4 places?
Pi to 4 places? 3.14.
Oh, yay!
Who was the first to propose on Love is Blind?
Cameron and Lauren.
You're welcome, America.
Now,
We're
what did you-
fucked.
okay,
This is
so
the future right here. We're all going to die.
They whittle it down. Okay, by the way,
Whatever.
don't watch the show. Save your time, but we're going to spoil the shit out of it.
No, watch the fuck out of it.
Okay, but they get down to 4 couples, right? Or 5. 4 or 5.
Originally there's 6, but then one of the couples breaks up.
Because they
On the
realize,
honeymoon.
like, this is dumb.
No, because they get in a big argument because the guy's bisexual. And
that's right.
The
That-
woman is like, I don't. Well, she didn't straight up say that she didn't care about it, but she was just more.
She clearly cared about it.
No, she was just more upset that he didn't
Hid that
tell her
part from me.
when they were in the pods, and he was like, "Well, you would judge me. You can't force me and tell me when I have to come out."
Yeah.
And they both had too big of egos to listen to each other.
Yeah.
So they broke up.
Well, also, she was homophobic, so.
I don't know if that was true though,
All right.
but like, anyways,
And then, so did you root for any of the couples?
I rooted for Cameron and Lauren.
Okay, that's the interracial couple.
Yes.
And
Even though Cameron like.
He's like 26 and she's like 36. That
No,
one?
that's
no.
Jessica and Mark.
yeah.
Jessica was a fucking crazy.
Name 2 founding fathers. Just 2.
Benjamin Franklin and I want to say that George Washington was there, right?
And name the girl that cheesed out during the wedding and plopped down when she was running away.
Oh
from
my
camera.
God, that was Giannina.
Okay, good. I just want to know everything. Like everything, it needs to be
Now,
where it
is
needs to be.
Giannina, was she Cuban?
No, she was Colombian.
Oh, Colombian. Okay.
There's a difference.
Is there a difference?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
There's a difference between.
It's
Shakira,
slightly-
Ricky Ricardo.
Slightly
Hello.
more cumin
Well,
with the
yeah.
Cubans.
No,
No, it's not. It's not a spice-based difference.
no, a little bit more like lemon.
I wanted to ask you about that as a Latinx.
Uh-huh.
How do you differentiate us? Because when as a Mexican,
I can't.
You
You guys
can't?
all look the same.
Oh,
That's
you guys.
No, I differentiate by asking people where's your family from.
Well, I feel like sometimes you can tell from like accents and little cues you pick up. Like I feel like
I mean, yes and no, but I still don't want to assume. Because like sometimes, like I have cousins who are Cuban and Mexican, so like if I don't want to assume. You know, some people are from El Salvador and Mexico because they're parents.
Mhm.
You know,
procreated.
yeah,
Mm.
or like Argentina. Oh no, they're pretty easy to identify.
They're
Anyways.
the Europeanist of them
You
all.
just like ask, where are your people from, and then they answer.
Mine are from Wonder Bread, so
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
How do
Yeah.
you differentiate?
It's the accent and usually how fast they talk.
Oh, okay.
there was an answer he was looking for, and you didn't have it.
Sorry.
No, it's just different. I mean, people different.
Are you
stuff.
talking about in their Spanish or in their English?
Spanish?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, my Spanish is all over the fucking place, so I can't play that game.
So,
I have both Cuban and Mexican accents, according to my grandma.
at the end, you're part Mexican as well?
No, but my grandma thinks that I speak Spanish like a Mexican.
Oh.
It's hurtful when she says
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Not because I have anything against
No, but
Mexicans,
she-
but
it's
more
her
just because
tone.
I feel like
It's
she's
her
like
tone.
just trying to be like a jerk, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, grandma, you're old as hell.
So there were 4 couples in the end, and 2 of them got married, 2 of them didn't.
No, there's 5 couples in the end.
5 couples in.
2
of
got
them
married,
and
3 didn't. Yeah.
And did you have you were rooting for Lauren and Cameron?
Yeah.
They got married.
Yeah.
And that make you happy?
Yeah.
You didn't think he was a little creepy?
No.
The wife thought he was creepy.
He was. He was a little like.
Honey, she agrees with you.
He was very touchy. He talked a little too slow for my, for what I wanted, but I felt like he was a nice person.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought, again, Jessica was my,
And so Jessica, she was
Favorite to hate.
34.
yeah.
And she was really hung up on the fact that she was 34 and that the guy she fell for was 24 and that she had a better connection with somebody else.
And she was a drunk, and she fed wine to her dog.
And she fed wine to her dog.
Oh,
a
she's
lot-
that dum-dum?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know
A
she
lot
is.
going against her.
Yeah.
What was she, a
And then-
pharmaceutical rep? I don't know.
Yeah, they're all, it was just, it was so.
Giannina was just labeled as business owner.
Business owner, yeah.
And then Lauren was just content creator.
Oh, yes, she was content creator.
So-
Right. So, yeah, Peter, nothing.
Did anyone
nothing?
watch it?
No.
Oh no, I didn't. No, I'm sorry. I
Whatever.
didn't follow the homework assignment. I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I was into it for a second, and then I was like, oh, this is
Did the
dumb.
wife watch it?
No.
No.
And like they're contractually obligated to do like some of the stuff.
Right.
Like,
They're
it's like-
they were definitely, it felt like, contractually obligated to get dressed for the wedding and do the whole thing.
Yeah.
and they're like,
and-
if you're gonna bail at the wedding because
You
it'll
have
be
to
great.
And so
Yeah.
one person says
I
I
do or
do
I
before
don't.
the other.
Yeah.
And they manipulate it so that there's a lot of tension and they mention Love is Blind in everybody's like little ceremony.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah, like the idea. Well, they kept using the word experiment, which it was not, because it was tainted with alcohol and cross pollination of people. But
And
like,
crazy.
but like, I would be interested in like how like people going on a series of dates where they never see each other. Like I was like, oh, they could wear like VR or something. Like I don't know. There was something interesting about the conceit, but then I was like, oh, they just gotta. There's got to be a lady in a dress going, I can't do this, and she's running off, and I went, ah.
And Marty, what does that noise sound like when she's running off?
That was a really good helicopter.
I don't know. Is that hell? I'm Gwen Stefani. I just come in for the show. I don't do the sound check.
Amber ended up being broke, and Barnett was like, oh my God.
she's the tank.
She's the ex-tank
tank mechanic. Yeah, she was clearly like she was gold digging. Like,
Well, I think she genuinely liked him, but she
Yeah.
just didn't have her shit together, so he was kind of like, oops. Yeah.
yeah, that's like my marriage.
One of my friends who's from Chatsworth said that she was Chatsworth trash.
Yeah, I'm Chatsworth trash.
Are you really?
Yeah, and my wife picked me up out of the trash heap and made me the
Outside of the Cowboy Palace in Chatsworth?
the glorious human being I am today. Thank you, honey. Love you.
She's like, shut the fuck
She
up.
turns up the volume.
Oh yeah, she's watching Love Is Blind again.
The after show.
Yeah, or they're doing
there?
the after.
Oh my
they're,
God.
they're
Oh,
doing
I
it.
wanted to know. Because I fast forwarded through the last episode because I really didn't care about all the build up. I just want to see if they're going to say yes or no. But I was hoping that at the end of it, it would give me like a where are they now?
Oh, that's coming
Thank God.
because of that. Because it's a runaway hit. Like it's the biggest thing.
Doi.
Yeah.
So you know it's fake, like you know it's cooked.
What are you talking about?
The show,
How
How?
dare you?
because
What do you mean it's cooked?
It's
I mean,
called
how
reality
dare you.
TV.
Who's
It means it's
cooking it?
real.
like they're like being pushed to make a show.
well,
like they're-
all realities. cooked
I
a little
understand.
bit.
I understand that, but like, and I don't know. It's. I mean, it's not as. Is it as bad as The Bachelor
It's better than The Bachelor.
in terms of like? Oh, wait, The Bachelors were a bunch of ladies
Yeah.
bid on a guy.
Not bidding.
You know what I
more
mean? Like,
like-
they're fawning over
Yeah,
some dude
yeah.
in some
Suiting.
like something out of the Middle Ages or something like. Oh, this is not feminism. This is like get a bunch of koozes in a room, get them drunk, and have them fight over a guy. Like it's a male fantasy, right?
Right, but then they also have The Bachelorette.
I understand. They went, oh, what do we do with dudes? Like,
And they're coming out with the 60 plus over version of The Bachelor, so we get to watch geriatrics get drunk
No,
and fight over each other.
I
The new
tried-
Bachelorette is 30
No, they're coming out with specifically like a geriatric
Yeah.
version of The Bachelor. I don't know what
I
they're going to call
applied
it.
like I applied like 3
What
times.
is it called? Gross.
pretty much.
What's
Nobody's gonna
that
watch it.
Smell.
No, but don't you think that would be a little more honest? Like to have people who
Fuck
actually.
no.
Oh, okay.
But like, I wanted to see like I mean, they're 10 years apart, and he's in his 20s and she's in her 30s. Like, well, that doesn't. Like, I want to see like a 20-year-old and an 80-year-old.
So
There
you
we
want to
go.
hear this happened in the experiment
And
where
then I
like,
want to watch him.
Wait,
she did
for
not like
hours.
she didn't like him. Like
Right,
she was really bummed out, and so one of the dates that he set up for them was he set up 2 like indoor picnics, one in the bedroom and one in the living room, so that they could sit in separate rooms and talk again. And that was like the best conversation they had. And I was like, you guys are fucking crazy.
But they did not end up getting married.
no.
No. And wait, did he said no? She said no.
She said no. He said yes.
Yeah.
He was a dumb shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why do they have to get married? Like, what?
No, but and that's what the thing is. That, like,
Why don't they
either
just-
either you say yes now, or never see this person again. And like, well, we could just keep dating, you know.
Or it's a marriage. You just get it annulled. You go downtown and you fill out a
Bingo.
like it's not.
No, when I
Like, no, we're
get
gonna sew you
married,
2
it's
people
gonna
together.
be
You're gonna be a conjoined.
serious.
It's like the.
I take marriage seriously.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She agrees with
I don't.
you about the show. She thought that Jessica was crazy.
Yeah. Alki, and then
Yeah.
Cameron was a little creepy.
Oh yeah, that's what Cameron was creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the wife says that Cameron was creepy, but yeah. So you think it was a good show?
No, oh my god, I fucking watched the shit out
Is
of it.
it better than The Bachelor?
Yeah, it's better than Bachelor. I can't watch Bachelor anymore.
Why is it better than The Bachelor? Does it feel
It's
more real?
more watchable than The Bachelor.
Not
Why
more
is
real.
The Bachelor not watchable?
It's too long, kind of like this podcast.
They drag it out.
Yeah, they drag
should
it
end
out.
about an hour earlier.
Okay. Hey.
Maybe not do a male segment on that show. I don't know.
You could do mail once a month. Let
It's
it
just
build
like
up.
kind of boring. Like unless you're
Come
like a really
on.
good Bachelor.
That's all we got. That's the only segment we got.
just
When they talk
boring.
about politics for 15 minutes on The Bachelor every time,
Oh yeah, we
I
had that.
can't stand
All
that.
right, all right, Jesus
It's
Christ.
the Bachelor's
Who
just
invited
boring.
you?
That's all it is. And Love Is Blind had some boring moments too. So
What
they-
was the boring moment?
I can't remember, but they should probably tighten that show up just a touch.
All right.
Yeah,
If I
it's
had
we-
to give notes.
Oh please.
It should be 8 minutes long. Let's face it,
I
right?
mean, can we talk about the next show or no? Can we talk about the next show?
It was weird to watch a competition without commercials because
It's
I kept
April?
going. Oh, it just
Too hot to
goes.
handle.
It
Yeah.
doesn't build.
Never
it doesn't
stops.
It's just like
no,
oh,
we can't talk about it, right?
oh, these 2 are going to go out
We
and
can't
date.
talk
And
about
they're
it.
going to.
Okay, but there's more to come on the Netflix.
They-
We
We
can't
didn't-
talk about it, but he's
We didn't
shouting
watch
into
The
a mic.
Circle on this.
No, I watched it.
Podcast,
I
right?
thought it was dumb.
I liked The Circle.
The Circle seems more interesting. to
I
me.
really liked The Circle.
But execution seems a little wonky.
I
but I
still
didn't-
watch
I didn't
the
see it,
fuck
though.
out of
Well,
that
there you
too.
go. Jesus.
All right. Well, on that
Netflix
note,
is like putting like meth on the ground, and I am just fucking snorting that shit up.
Can you name California's 2 senators?
yeah, go for it. That's a good one. Good one.
Kamala's still in there, right?
Kamala who?
Harris?
Okay, if that's what you want to go with.
Is that your final answer?
Wait, Dianne Feinstein belongs to us,
Okay.
and then it used to be Barbara Boxer, but now it's Kamala Harris.
Wow.
Hey, well
Wow.
done.
Everyone thinks I'm stupid.
No.
Just
no.
me.
Whatever. I don't care. I can deal with that opinion.
I think that's the problem with all those shows is they go on too long and they're just it's just fake melodrama the entire time. I think it'd be more interesting a show is just
Do you
people being
realize
on Tinder.
Just like this podcast.
Do you realize every movie is fake melodrama?
Yeah, but
and
that's,
every
that's
comic
well
book
acted.
is. Oh.
Do you know wrestling is fake melodrama?
Well done. Zing.
I would watch a show that was just people saying like rude shit on Tinder and then meeting the person in life. I think that'd be more interesting. Like if you swiped left or right on someone and then they were in the next room and came in, that'd be more interesting to me.
Wow, that is a new level of fucked up. That would be really interesting to watch, I guess.
I don't know if
what
I'm allowed to talk about this, but my friend got cast on a show that was like a dating show for Snapchat, and
You're not allowed to talk about that.
I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not going to tell who it was, and it
That's-
wasn't me.
he's a producer.
Is it really?
No, I have no idea.
I don't fucking know what you work on. So she got like basically cooped up in an hour for like, in a room for like 6 hours, which is like basically what being on set is in general. And then they put her and then this guy that she never met together, forced them to go on a date, and then like halfway through the date, they're like, "Okay, you guys get to look through each other's phones,"
Oh,
and they didn't warn them
Wow.
about that.
So it's like that. What was that MTV show? Like Room Raider show, but with phones.
But with
instead.
phones, yeah.
Great.
I can recommend a show that you might like. It's a little more mean-spirited.
What?
It's a British one called Your Face or Mine. It's basically these two comedians will bring a couple on each week and just try and see if they can break them up. Like anyway, like
What?
That's the conceit of the show. Is it's Jimmy Carr and
Oh, no.
I forget the hostess's name, but basically they bring them on and they're like, "So you think your relationship's pretty good?" He's like, "Yeah." "You got no secrets?" "No." "All right. Does your girlfriend know that you have a sugar daddy?" And he's like,
British
"What?"
people are fucking wild.
It's
Yeah.
it's as
Is it on
trash-
Netflix?
It's on YouTube.
Lit.
It's as trash as it gets, but that is
Fire.
far more
Fuck
interesting.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Carr, Catherine Ryan, the Canadian
Oh.
comedian.
It's,
Alright.
it's garbage,
All right.
but it's good.
So why don't we watch?
Let's
that?
watch that. It sounds fun.
Ooh.
They're like 5-minute bites too. So
Even better.
That's perfect.
All right,
Watch
let's
30 of them.
watch.
I can watch it in my car before I come in.
No. We can't watch
What's
this.
it called? Your Face or Mine?
No.
Yeah.
Is it me? Is it really mean spirited?
It's mean.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
want
see,
to.
I don't-
I don't
sometimes
want
I-
to do that.
I don't like when it's mean.
I don't want to do that. Let's watch something dumb. Oh, sorry. I mean something else dumb. Something narrative. Okay.
Lock and Key.
I was gonna say Lock and Key's not is kind of dumb and narrative.
Yeah, wait, did you read the?
It looks
Yeah.
boring.
And
Yeah.
is it boring?
It's fine, but it's weird how like Netflix no offense to anybody in this household, but Netflix.
Okay.
It felt like I was watching the Umbrella Academy
Okay, moving
show that
along.
just came out a few months ago and also on Netflix. Like it felt like they were even filmed in the same location at a point.
Okay.
And it just I don't know. It's all blending together at one point.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a very saturated market out there. What about the new Marky Mark movie?
What?
Who?
Marky Mark Wahlberg.
What, he's in a movie?
Yeah, it's
funky
coming out
one?
on Netflix. It's based on the Spencer for Hire novels.
Oh yeah. That's
Well,
my,
Mama
that's
said
all. That's
knock
all.
you
That's
out.
my Marky Mark.
It's called. Wait,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You think you're smart? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. I'll work on it.
Say hello to your
What?
mother.
No. That's
Wait.
happening.
Wait, listen
No,
listen to
no.
the clues. Listen to the
she's
clues.
good. She's good. Say it. Well, she's doing Andy Samberg. So I don't want to do my own. I don't
Yeah,
want to.
say it. Say hello to your mother.
You just go to the happening. What? No.
Yeah, that's
it.
good. That's
it.
awesome.
That's your wife.
Okay.
That's
Ooh,
your wife.
wow.
Oh yeah.
See?
Oh yeah. He
From the
he
other
was a
guys.
producer
Yep.
of a show called Entourage,
Never heard of it.
and their offices were next to mine.
Oh
You meant-
yeah.
He would come in and pitch ideas, and I would be like, "I'll be in my office," and I would kick the door open, and I'd just hear, "Oh yeah," and then Turtle, and then "Oh yeah," and then you hear the whole.
So Vinny's got a motherfucking him,
Oh yeah, they try and get in the club, and they can't get in the club, but then they get in the club. Oh yeah.
and the Johnny Drummer wants the part.
You didn't touch the door.
I kicked the door. No, my door opened so I could hear their little
Yeah,
room.
but you didn't kick it open.
Oh, I kicked it open.
You might have nudged it open.
I opened it wide so I could hear
Ian Sloan, get in
not
another
just him
fight.
going, "Oh yeah." It's everyone just going, "That's a great idea, Mark. Oh, that's great, Mark.
Aquaman, yeah.
Oh yeah." They can't get to the Playboy Mansion, so they go around and they get in the Playboy Mansion. Where does he come up with this stuff? Oh yeah, hold on, I gotta go. I gotta take this call from my mother. Mom!
Is his mom on the show?
I don't know. People in Boston are very attached to their mothers.
Okay. What about Spencer for Hire? Spencer Confidential.
That's what it's called. Spencer Confidential.
Yeah. Marky Mark. It's got.
Sounds like a YA novel.
It's based on the Spencer for Hire
What?
novel.
It's
No.
got Winston Duke in it from Black Panther. Hello.
Ooh.
Anybody?
yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, sounds good. Is it shot in Boston?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is
Oh, yeah.
actually shot in
Oh,
Boston.
It's on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
It is on the Netflix starting on March 6th or 5th. It's the 3rd now. It gives you a few days to like build up some appetite for it.
Spencer Confidential. You're gonna make us watch a movie.
It's
Yeah.
a show or a movie?
Oh, it's a movie?
It's a movie.
Oh no, I'm not
rated
watching
R.
a movie.
Oh, I can't watch rated R movies, so
No, it's on Netflix. It's just mature audiences.
Something 30 minutes or less. Come on. Have you watched Shrill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already had that on
I
the
don't like
fucking
it.
show.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, let's watch the Spencer Confidential.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can make fun of it.
Just for the
It's going to be
Yeah, it's a
bad.
movie.
It's going to be bad. We can make fun of it.
Okay. And I want you to do
What if it's awesome?
next week's podcast entirely in a Boston accent. You have a week to prepare.
All right.
When
Fair
is it
enough.
released? March 6th?
March
There's a giant poster
6th.
for it.
Yeah.
See it on the way back.
Great.
Yeah.
Can't wait to
Yeah,
spend
my
my flight
that's
watching
my wife
Rocky
used to work
Mark.
on that team. Peter Berg directed it. Come on,
oh boy.
Brian Helgeland, who did like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Peter,
Only
Robin
they
Hood
say
movie.
more.
Peter, I see my lines. I'm not going to memorize them. Okay.
Eliza Schlesinger.
I don't
boy.
like her.
That is true.
All right, that's one
That's-
more reason why you get to watch it. It's not going to be good, so we'll have fun with it.
Well, if we're gonna watch bad movies on purpose, just watch like good bad movies.
Hey, have you ever seen a Neil Breen movie?
Oh my god!
Oh my
yes.
God, they're so much fun.
I think Marty should watch
Better homework assignment.
Twisted Fate.
What was the one that I saw? That it's in Vegas.
Fateful.
They're all in
Findings.
Fateful Findings,
Fate,
not Twisted
yes.
Fate. Twisted Fate's a new one. They're all in Vegas. He lives in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
He
I watched the newest one.
I've only seen the trailers.
I think you should watch it.
They do them as like midnight showings.
okay.
at certain
Explain.
places.
Someone explain to who he is. Okay, who is he for everybody out there?
He's like the guy who.
Tommy Wiseau,
He's like Tommy Wiseau.
but productive.
But honestly, his
Slightly more
Marty's
talented.
Tommy Wiseau. I'm Neil Breen. You did one movie.
What
And
was
then-
I? No, I never.
that makes
did
me
the
like
movie.
Spielberg.
Oh.
Anyways, Neil Breen's movies are a touch more watchable than The Room because there's a little bit more going on.
But they have the
More
same hair.
production.
They have the same hairstylist.
It's another middle-aged guy who likes to show off his rear end, and
And he's
is
got
the,
a
he's the
mulletish-
writer,
a mulletish
director,
haircut.
actor,
Yeah.
editor, caterer, and he does not know how to tell a story. And he's into like metaphysical shit.
Oh my
Like,
God,
all
he
this
like
magical
has
realism.
weird like political opinions laced throughout. It's fucking
and he
awesome.
finances all of this.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
he
why
got
keeps
he got
making
rich from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real estate.
Real estate. Yeah.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
it's delightful.
All right, if you
I can quote almost the entire movie.
if you want
Which one?
if you want to
uh,
make movies,
the-
don't write a screenplay. Buy property.
Yes.
There you go.
That's the words of wisdom from today's show.
You were asking about creativity earlier, and it all comes from selling houses.
Yep. There you go. Okay, so what do you got going on as we wrap this up?
Who?
Woo!
Well, come visit me at Disney.
How about the girlfriend? Does she have another book coming out?
Yeah, she's working on a whole other book now. That's not.
Oh, not part of the series?
Not. I think it's a nonfiction book she's
What?
writing. I know. Amongst other things, she's doing a million things.
Yeah.
She's so goddamn productive.
Hey,
it
Peter.
makes me feel useless.
How
What's
does
her
she?
Twitter handle?
What's that?
What's her Twitter handle?
Her
Great
Twi-
question. I honestly don't know off the top of my head.
What is her secret to productivity?
Yeah, I don't know. She's
Da-
better than
dating
the rest
him.
of us. Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
she's
I
like,
guess.
I gotta,
All right, okay.
I gotta make one of us look
Honey,
good. Yeah.
I'm writing a nonfiction book this time.
Apparently, you can follow her at. Oh my goodness! Really, that's her Twitter name? BITTYINWNDRLND. What does that even mean?
Brittany in the Wind. You fucking- How do I know this and you don't? Like
Brittany in the Wind.
it's Brittany
Brittany in the Wind.
something like that.
Wonderland.
Okay.
Brittany in Wonderland. I
What
don't
is
know.
happening?
Don't
right
follow
now?
her.
Yeah, no. And Chris, what do you got going on? Anything you want to yell about? Yours or somebody else's? Anything?
Well, the show mainly, but
right.
well, I'm the kind of new resolution thing is to start writing more article pieces for like blogs and friend stuff. So the piece I'm working on right now, I don't have a place to pitch it yet. I have a few different places I'm looking at. Basically dealing with like celebrity and the relationship and the bonds we sort of form with them. Like
So why did you come here? No, that's awesome. That's cool. And that's at-
anti-research.
Yeah. It's like
The opposite
the
of research.
delusion. That's at CL at that CL Miller.
yeah, I ripped off Kevin Smith. So.
Yeah, that's good.
I made it easy.
You know what? Imitation is the way to creativity. So there's basically every artist rips off
Who said
somebody else.
that? Shakespeare. or-
Tarantino.
I think Josh Whedon said it.
Josh
John Sweden said.
Swedenheimer.
Yeah, what was that show? Something Sweden. Step by Step. Anybody?
What? Step by step.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Patrick
See
Duffy.
you next
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Why?
No, because it was like Jesse Sweden, Joni Sweden, something like that. Now I gotta look it up.
No.
Sorry.
No, you don't.
Jesus
you really
Christ.
don't. No one's,
Jesus
no one's
Christ.
asking questions about a Patrick Duffy.
Okay, go on,
This is
go on.
straight
What do you got?
show.
We're
What do you
not
got?
paid by the minute, Marty.
What do you got?
Are you getting paid?
Yes.
God damn it!
You aren't?
No. I I don't know.
Come up with a fucking catchphrase and you'll get paid.
I thought I had one.
What?
The Coos is loose.
I came up with that one.
Right.
I don't know. My movie's at South by Southwest.
Wait, that's exciting. Are you gonna go?
No.
If it happens.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, Corona.
The people are already asking for it to close down.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, it's being petitioned to close down. And
Holy
a couple people have already
guacamole.
dropped out,
Just a glimpse into
unfortunately.
your future.
Yeah, my first fucking movie that ever gets in there, and then it gets closed down because of some stupid fucking virus.
I put in Sweden, and I got Joss Whedon.
You know what, Marty? So did I.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
put in JOSS Sweden, and it knew that I meant Josh Whedon.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon. That is a tough
Wheaton.
name when you're a little congested. It's not my fault.
So, what about you?
Nothing to promote.
Okay. Are you working?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
What about you? All right, wrap it up. Come on.
All right. No, there's nothing. I have
Pimp that
nothing.
fuck.
They're gonna put Seinfeld on Netflix, and if you watch it with audio description on, and you get all the way to the end, it says that it was written by me.
Hey! Ba-dum-dum-dum-dum. We will see you next Tuesday.
That's what I got.
Bye.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio.